ChatRats, y'all ready? Light it up. It's that time. Let's roll.
Got the crew on the dial and we setting out east. Rat daddy at the wheel on a trail for the beast. Toy got receipts and a pocket full of names, and we busting out truce like we blowing out flames.
Eastbound and down, ChatRats rolling heavy. Truth on our tailgate, justice riding steady. Mic in our hand and the signs all red. Ain't no lies slipping past what the ChatRats said.
Playlist, angels taking charge, law leans on the mic and her notes hit hard. Mary B's lifted but she's sharper than attack. Dean's dropping questions while he's rolling in his Cadillac.
Breaker, rap mama here, got eyeballs on that shady scene. Y'all ready? Light it up, rats. 10, 4, 20.
Northbound and bold, truth in the backseat. ChatRats got that heat, can't be beat. From the ChatRats lounge to the courthouse gate, we ride for the truth and we show up to see that fate.
What's up, people? I'm Danny. This is Red House Media. Welcome to another episode of What the Fuck. What's up, sweet woman?
What's going on?
Oh, just wondering what we're doing here again.
We are listening to the zoo animals for a moment.
Nice. Down the iPad. What's up, Prince Logan? Joe Biffle riding dirty. Angel was here. I don't know if she's here right now. Prince Lover.
Hey,
Yes.
Prince Lover.
We're going to watch some Adelson trial stuff right after we watch one short Microdots clip video. You knew that was coming, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was coming. So, let's see. We'll just do one to get warmed up. Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Oh, a little tease.
No, wrong button. Hopefully we don't get another copyright claim. But we'll get our Karen Reed fix out of the way in the first 6 minutes. Let's do it before anybody gets here to bother us.
I can appreciate the defense wanting to identify the line in which they would open the door to evidence about harassment and abuse of witnesses. I understand why that would be important.
By the way, this is Jackson puts Brennan in his place. Nice little exchange.
But to convert that
Scary
into a speech
Wow,
that
we
absolutely
been.
defies reality and grossly misstates the history and facts of this case is beyond me. It wasn't just last night when Attorney Jackson and his colleagues appeared on a documentary where Ms. Riiide talked about speaking frequently to Mr. Carney, sharing anything public with him. And you would have to choose to be oblivious to think that that information that is shared was then not generated to intimidate and harass witnesses for 2 years. In fact, Mr. Carney has over a dozen indictments for just that.
I figured that.
You've had an opportunity to hear the conversations recorded with Gretchen Voss. You've heard about the
What up, Bert?
tactics used by the defense in the dissemination, not just of public information. So to try to make a public record that is so grossly, not only inept, but fraudulent, I don't understand the purpose of that when the simple question is, what is the threshold of opening a door? We have a motion later this afternoon in another courtroom on this very issue. And I'm not going to go through an entire resuscitation of the evidence or information that I have, because that inevitably.
Mary B. What's up, Mary B? You're invisible. Mary B is invisible. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, the ghost of Mary B.
That's a cool trick. You might have to leave and come back. You're invisible and we can't hear you.
Would be unfair. But it is unfair to stand up here at this podium and suggest for a second that Ms. McCabe is using a witness box as some type of forum. She didn't drag herself into this case. She was dragged into it. And to suggest they can stand here and bash witnesses in the text of their argument, unsolicited attacks, because it pleases them and fits their narrative, is something I can't just sit by and listen to. The Commonwealth, the prosecutors weren't outside patting their bloggers on the butt for a job well done after witnesses were harassed at the family events. That didn't happen. And so if the issue is, what is the threshold when Mr. Jackson opened the door? Well, you can read the transcript. It's very obvious. Open-ended questions, personal attacks, baseless accusations. That opens the door. And it will open the door again, I suspect. And we'll be prepared. I think the issue is really a trial issue, and an attorney having control of their questions so they don't open the door. That really is the issue.
So do you agree it doesn't come in the Commonwealth's case in chief with these witnesses?
I don't think it ever should have come in the case in chief, and I don't think it would have until I saw the very clear questions that opened that door. I have no intention of raising a collateral issue or trying to present prior bad acts that I haven't sought admissibility for. So I agree. I agree.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
I just wonder if where this ire and these invectives from Mr. Brennan come from. He said that I stood up here just a second ago and attacked witnesses and bashed witnesses and made fraudulent statements. Was he listening? I didn't bash a witness. I didn't attack a witness. I didn't make any fraudulent statements. The Commonwealth made their best effort to tether Ms. Riiide.
Muted. We got spoiled on this damn lawyer, and didn't we, sweet woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Just listening to Brannon, it's maddening that he was just allowed to say all this nonsense.
It's crazy. And
Like what AJ is pointing out now, he's like, that never happened.
yeah, it's just obvious lies. And Bev's just sitting there, just like letting him do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
And say whatever he wants. No receipts. It's crazy.
He made like $500,000 and just could spew out nonsense all day long.
There's Mary B.
Yay!
What's up, Smarter Hari? We're just doing a little microdose video, a 5-minute video to get warmed up before we dive into this Adelson. Just to let everything marinate for a minute. Just marinate, get everybody irritated.
And they did it through a grand jury. And those members of the grand jury said, no, it's not true. It didn't happen. That's what they said at the lowest burden known in criminal justice. So Mr. Brennan can stand up all he wants and say, I saw a TV show and I saw this and I heard an interview. And clearly, there's been communication between Ms. Riiide and Mr. Kearney. Sure, there may have been communication. That's very different from directing witness intimidation, directing witness harassment for the purposes of undermining a prosecution. That's what they've accused her of, and they failed. And then they kept that from us when they failed and allowed this sort of fabrication of the witness. And I'm not saying that the intimidation that was described on the witness stand was fabricated. That's not at all what I'm saying. Maybe it was true. Maybe it all happened. What was fabricated is that it was connected to Ms. Riiide or connected to us. So nobody's up here, Your Honor, and I take issue with Mr. Brennan's tone and tenor. We can all be professional. We can all advocate very zealously and robustly, but let's keep it professional. I didn't stand up here and attack a witness, or what did he say, bash witnesses, use this as an opportunity to bash people. But we could calm the drama down just a little bit and probably get a little further. All we're asking is that it not come in, and I will stipulate and agree with Mr. Brennan that this not come in the Commonwealth's case in chief. And we will be very mindful of what would conceivably open a door to this kind of testimony. And I'll probably seek the court's guidance before I ask a specific question that I think comes anywhere close to that. We'll ask the court's guidance by coming to sidebar. And I think that could resolve the issue.
All right. What's up, Lolene?
Hey guys.
Hey there.
What's up, Laleen?
Not a lot. Long weekend. How about
Long
y'all?
weekend.
Long weekend.
I made y'all time. Did you see that?
That was
Well,
amazing.
this is the investigator that reviews the divorce and the Donna emails.
Oh, wait,
we-
really quick. Before we start, I
Mhm.
need help on what to smoke. I have Chiron Passion, Love Potion, or the Oppenheimer.
The
Ooh,
Oppenheimer.
definitely.
I mean, come on. I could
know.
even tell you that, and I don't smoke.
I figured you would pick that. All right, carry on.
Carry on. What's up, Rubicon?
Hey, Rubicon.
Hey, Rubicon.
Work.
All right.
Let's do it.
Guess we might as well just get in it, huh? Any of y'all get to watch this today?
I listened to Wendy's only, not the other. I didn't hear any of her brothers or the detective.
Yeah, I saw most of Wendy's.
Yeah, me too.
Hopefully they'll have others on here or another video by the time we get through these. If not, I'll just get it off Tallahassee News. It's fine. It's fine. We'll find it.
How much did he get to go? Because it was right at the very end, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I saw him on the stand, so I figured he went for a little while at least.
Yeah.
Who, the brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rob.
want to say like maybe hour and a half at the end.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah, that's good. It just wasn't
I
on
didn't know
track.
it was that long.
It'll probably be on there when we get done with these two.
I
Because these
did see
two are-
Wendy hug her dad after she got off the stand, but I thought it was odd that they had lunch break while she was on the stand, and it didn't seem like she went to lunch with him the way she hugged him at the end, but maybe she did. I don't know.
Weird family stuff.
Definitely a weird family.
Well, let's see what happens.
With the state's case. Ms. Government, you may call your next witness.
The state calls investigator Newman. Sir, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
My name is Jason Newland, Jasonnewlin.
How are you employed?
I'm an investigator with the state attorney's office here in Tallahassee.
What do you do at the state attorney's office?
Primarily assist the prosecutors with preparation for trial.
Okay, so that-
Oh, Diane G, you would have been so irritated the last day or two. Be glad you've been gone. This Nerd Kim now has a crush on Kevy Kev. And
I saw her doing his dancing.
they've been inflating Kevy Kev's head to match the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The love is seated dancing.
I'm sorry. If she saw Kev in real life, she wouldn't look twice.
I'm just telling you what they say. But they've been blowing Kev's head up.
Or she'd look twice and like make fun of him.
Now, Kev does seem like a nice guy now. I'm not making fun of him or anything. I'm just
I'm saying if she just saw him in passing at a store, she would grab her purse and step
well,
to the
he
side.
ain't at the store. He's at the
So
bedtime.
mean.
He's on
She
that
would
bed.
profile him.
He's a sex symbol.
I
Do
don't
you
think her husband looks anything like Kev. I'll put money on it.
do you have bedtime magic?
I
Because
have
he
not
does.
watched it since I reported to you on it that time. I felt
Kev
dirty.
has a following now. Lolene, deal with it.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's a rising star.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Glare said he could come on his show.
Yeah, and just do seated dancing.
Yeah, the clap.
But he seems like a really, really cool guy.
He does.
But y'all missed
Yeah.
the like last week or whatever. Me and Diane G was hanging out somewhere, and she's not a fan of Kevin. And that's the problem. That's part of being a star. Some people are not going to like you. And
Yeah.
Diane G is one of those people. He was cracking me up. We ain't snitching. Ain't nobody watching this damn show. Just letting you know.
Flagrant
Quite a long
abuse of
formula
seated
stuff.
dancing.
It can.
In this case, have you had an opportunity to review state's demonstrative A?
Yes.
What is state's demonstrative A?
It's going to be the entire divorce filing of Dan Markel and Wendy Adelson.
Okay, and what were you asked to do in reference to state's demonstrative A?
Review it, find items of value for this case, but also review documentation that can corroborate this information was shared.
All right, so were you asked to look for the foundation to support the fact that each of the filings in that document were known to or seen by Donna Adelson?
Yes, it was.
And what type of evidence did you find in regards to the divorce filings to indicate the defendant has seen these things?
Emails primarily. There was a couple daily planner, documented daily planner agendas that we were able to use as well.
And when you say emails, where were those emails collected from?
A 2014 search warrant on multiple emails, but primarily Wendy Adelson's emails, and then a 2024 search warrant on Donna Harvey at Gmail.
Okay. And based on the research that you conducted for these divorce filings, did you?
Sherry D, we noticed that earlier. The Tallahassee courtroom got some weird looking folks.
Find foundation to support the fact that she had seen or was aware of quite a few of those documents?
Yes, I did.
And based on that, did you create a new exhibit, State's Exhibit 60?
Yes.
And how is State's Exhibit 60 organized?
So each filing that we could validate would have been provided to Ms. Adelson is going to have a letter associated with it. And for example, A1, A2 would be a document validating information passed along, whether that be an email or a planner.
All right, so each filing in State 60 now has a letter, and then behind it, the jury can find the foundation to support that filing.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to take Donna over and use the space. You have a copy of State 60 in front of you?
I do.
Let's go to first page. And Judge, may I make use of a PowerPoint?
You know.
Did you assist with creating a PowerPoint to assist the jurors in understanding your testimony here today?
I did.
How is the PowerPoint set up?
So on the left is going to be the divorce filing pages and excerpts from specific pages. On the right will be the documentation saying the information was passed along to the defendant.
Okay, so if we click, will we see this divorce filing? What was the first divorce filing?
The first divorce filing was a petition for dissolution of marriage.
Who filed that?
Wendy Adelson.
When was that filed?
It was filed September 10th, 2012.
All right. Any evidence that Mrs. Donna Adelson was aware of this filing?
Yes, there was a preceding email and an email following. So an email sent on September 9th, 2012, indicating Ms. Adelson would be filing for divorce, and an email on September 19th, indicating Ms. Adelson would file for divorce.
All right. So she knew her daughter was getting divorced.
She did.
All right. Let's go, if you would, please, to tab B of Exhibit 60. What is the filing in tab B?
Joint stipulation for substitution of counsel.
Okay. And And what is a substitution of counsel?
It's generally when an attorney that's assigned to a case is getting off the case, then an attorney will be assigned.
All right. And Wendy was switching lawyers?
Yes.
Who was she switching from and who was she switching to?
She was switching from Shannon Novy, switching to Kristen Adelson.
And was Donna aware that Novy had represented Wendy prior to this substitution?
Yes, she was.
All right. And for that, I would direct you to 60B.2. Did she send an email 7 days before this lawyer change?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
That's the defendant sent an email indicating that Wendy's lawyer was Shannon Novy. Is that right?
correct. Currently, our attorney is Shannon Novy of the Novy Law Firm.
Okay. And then was there a second email directing you to 60.B3 sent on July 10th of 2013?
Yes,
Okay, that's after the changeover of lawyers, right?
that is correct.
And what does she say in that email?
This is going to be the July 10th. Gary Cohen told Wendy tonight that he thinks the offer should be made to her attorney Kristen at mediation on the 18th of this month.
Okay, and what about in the paragraph above that? Does she talk about why Wendy left the Novy law firm?
She does.
Okay, so acknowledging that the new lawyer is Kristen.
Yes.
Do you know who Kristen is?
Kristen Adelson.
And 60B.4, did she actually draft an email, and by she, I mean the defendant, draft an email including a portion in Wendy's voice for her to send to Kristen Adelson?
Yes.
And that email is dated what?
October 18th, 2012.
And what is the email entitled?
Review of post relocation info for your attorney.
All right, and in that pleading, she says, I have been upset about this move since it happened in 2005, referring to having to live in Tallahassee, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the I in that sentence is Wendy, right?
Correct.
Okay, next. There are, however, 16 Christian, Catholic, and Baptist schools in Tallahassee with over 3,600 students attending them. If I remain in Tallahassee, the children will not be attending a Hebrew day school, nor be brought up kosher or religious in any way. That's not a threat, just a reality. Is that contained in that email?
It is.
Next slide. All right, so the boys stay with me, the mom, during the week and spend every other weekend, Friday evening through school, Monday morning with their dad. Okay, so this is arguments for relocation that are being outlined by Donna for Wendy to send to her lawyer, correct?
Yes,
Next slide, please. All right, so let's move on to tab C. What is the pleading addressed in tab C?
Wife's answer to husband's counter petition for dissolution of marriage.
Okay, and so now on what date?
That was filed on December 5th, 2012.
Okay, so we have Wendy filing another response, yes?
Yes.
And what is she asking for? Next slide, please. She's asking for, I'm sorry, bad question. Check that. Was there any proof that the defendant saw this filing?
Yes.
The wife's answer. Okay.
Yes.
So we've got an email in here dated July 19th of 2013. It's marked as state 60.C2. What is that email?
The subject is please forward 5 items, and there are 5 attachments to this email. It was on July 17th. Donna Adelson replied to an email, and then Wendy replied back.
All right. So sometimes Wendy would just file a group of actual divorce filings and forward them to her mother.
Correct.
Okay. And in this case, she addresses the email, "Hi guys." Does that indicate she's sending it to both Harvey and Donna?
Yes.
Okay. Next. So that's where Donna is asking for the items, and then Wendy responds and sends them. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let's go to tab D. What is tab D?
Amended petition for dissolution of marriage and request to be allowed to relocate with the minor children.
All right. What does this indicate? This petition, does it indicate where she plans to go?
It does. This is Wendy Adelson attempting to move the children to another part of the state.
To Coral Springs, right?
That is correct.
To live with her parents.
Correct.
Okay. And States Exhibit 60D.2. Can you tell us about that email?
This motion was forwarded to Donna Adelson with the terms, here it is, let's edit.
All right. So who sent it to Donna Adelson?
Wendy Adelson,
On what date did she send this to her mom?
December 10th, 2012,
Okay. So that's 3 months before the document ends up getting filed, right?
a month.
So before she files her motion for relocation, she being Wendy, Wendy sends it to the defendant for edits.
Yes.
And does the defendant reply with some edits?
Yes.
All right, and that's this email that starts, honey, on page 3, number 13, sorry, says that you and Danny have assets that are deemed non-marital assets, which are either titled in both or in each individual name, which will be kept separate. What non-marital assets are these? Does this refer to your 401k, his 401ks? If so, his 401ks, one for $75,000 and one for $25,000, if not set aside in a prenup, are deemed marital assets. So this is, am I correct? This is Donna responding to each, she kind of goes paragraph by paragraph and offers edits and questions for Wendy.
That's correct.
All right, and how do we know this is Donna and not Harvey?
Signed, love you, Mom.
All right, and then are Donna's questions and feedback forwarded by Wendy to Wendy's attorney?
Yes, they are.
And does Wendy cut and paste Mom's questions and then send them to the attorney as her own questions?
She does.
And then does she, upon getting a response from the lawyer, does Wendy send the lawyer's answer on to her mother?
She does.
Let's go to tab E, please. What is tab E?
Motion for leave to amend petition for dissolution of marriage to add a complaint for relocation.
We're going through everything we just talked about. Hold on. All right, so E, motion to amend petition for dissolution of marriage to add a complaint for relocation. All right, so this is Wendy seeking to add the relocation issue to her initial petition.
Correct.
Okay. And was there any discussion from the defendant regarding the arguments for relocation in the context of the divorce?
Yes, there was.
And is that 60.E2?
It is.
What's the date on that email?
It's going to be 5 days prior to the filing, so January 9th.
Okay. And that is for your meeting tomorrow with Kristen.
Correct.
And Kristen Adelson, Wendy's lawyer.
Yes.
Okay. And how is this one signed? Well, let me back up for just a moment. Some of the contents include, obviously, at some point, whenever Kristen thinks it's a good idea, since this is a major bargaining chip for you. What was the major bargaining chip?
Her employment.
That she had better employment opportunities in South Florida.
Yes.
All right. He needs to know that there is no way in hell you're going to stay at FSU and that he's the reason you're leaving. Is that what she said?
Yes.
And that's Donna's the author of that.
Correct.
Okay. Let's go to tab G, please. What is tab G?
The husband's answer to wife's amended petition for dissolution of marriage and request to be allowed to relocate with the minor children, and husband's objection to wife's request to relocate with minor children with prayer for relief.
So he didn't want her to move to South Florida with his kids.
He did not.
And what did he say was the sole reason that she really wanted to move to South Florida with the kids?
So she can be closer to her parents.
Right. And did he say that she was misusing access to the children as pawns?
Yes.
Meaning Wendy was doing that.
Correct.
Okay. And did he make some other allegations against Wendy in this particular filing? For example, the wife alleges that the husband wants to move from FSU, but that is false. So he's saying that Wendy is misstating his intentions in the pleading. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Does he also say something about, here's the pawns, we can skip that.
Right.
The wife has on various occasions failed to allow the children to Skype with the husband. So it's part of his allegation here that the communication is lacking.
Yes.
And specifically that Wendy is failing to comport with the agreement that they've made about Skyping with the children.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the broken promises, communication withdrawal, and deceitful behavior indicate that the wife really cannot be trusted to consider the children's best interest. Did Dan Markell put this in his filing?
He did.
Because there are numerous false statements in the petition to relocate, and because the wife's behavior reveals deception, lack of integrity, and other instances of bad faith, this court should look at the wife as having unclean hands. Did he put that?
He did.
And this was sent to Donna Adelson?
Correct.
The wife who unilaterally helped herself to $400,000 of assets she barely contributed to. And then it goes on, this court should award decision-making authority over education, medical, and religious matters solely to the husband. He didn't even want to consult Wendy on those matters.
He did not.
And he was asking the court to grant him sole decision-making over those 3 areas of his kids' lives, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so do we have the defendant's response here?
Yes, we have an email from Donna Adelson to Wendy Adelson.
And she replies the same day indicating she read everything that Markell wrote, right?
She did.
And how do we know it's her and not Harvey reading these documents? Or this
Signed, I love
particular
you. Signed, I love you, Mom.
one? And does she send any emails at this point indicating that she's working on Wendy's response to this filing that Markell, that we just went through in detail?
Yes, she did.
Tell us about that.
On February 27th of 2013, she sent an email to a friend, Ronnie. Literally says, I'm sitting here at the kitchen table in Wendy's house working on her response to Danny's response to her relocation petition.
All right, let's skip to tab M, please. What is tab M?
Husband's memorandum of law in support of his answer to wife's amended petition for dissolution of marriage, and objection to request to be allowed to relocate with the minor children, and husband's motion to dismiss wife's petition to relocate.
All right, so we have a second filing, the gist of which is an objection of Dan Markell to these kids being relocated.
Correct. That's correct.
All right, let's go to M2. Was this filing that Dan Markell did forwarded from Wendy to her mother?
Yes, it was.
And it was forwarded on what date?
May 2nd, 2013.
So the same day it was filed by Dan Markell, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and the next day, does the defendant offer a response to the email?
She does.
And what is that response entitled?
Info regarding his memorandum of law email.
And how does she refer to his memorandum of law? It was 23 pages long,
23-page
right?
rant. Yeah, obviously, his 23-page rant was insufficient, so he's trying to push the court to deny hearing your petition.
Okay, what does she say about the efforts that Mr. Markell is putting into this divorce?
Gibbers has made his divorce a full-time job to attempt to get what he's always gotten, his way.
And what does she say is the most important part of Wendy's divorce?
The most important part of your divorce is relocation. I sincerely hope your attorney understands that this is your non-negotiable. Lots of things are negotiable. That's one thing that you cannot let her think, okay, well, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. She needs to hear from you how serious you are about this and how it will benefit the children and close-knit family support system, as well as your significantly better paying job with hours much more flexible than your current job.
Okay. And does she say anything to disparage Dan Markell in this email?
Danny thinks he's a very important person, and as always, he and his needs come first.
Does she call him a narcissist?
She does.
Okay, I might have gotten ahead of you, but if you'll read what's up there, please.
Only an idiot like him would write that. He should be the only one consulted for making decisions regarding the health, education, and religion of his children.
Okay, keep going.
Mr. Markell has become a religious zealot over the last few years since the birth of our first son. Skip forward. This is also to show the congregation what an attentive father he is.
And attentive is in quotes, right?
Yes, it is.
She doesn't think he's an attentive father, does she?
No.
And what does she say about the schooling opportunities for the boys in South Florida?
He's indoctrinating them, not teaching them. If he truly cared about religious school for them, then clearly one of the 37 Hebrew day schools in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County would be a better choice for our boys.
All right, next, please. Okay. Does she say the word bribe? Donna Adelson.
Yes.
Okay, what does she say about a bribe in this email?
Another bribe to get him to allow relocation should be the offer of plane tickets, since he does have family that would allow him to use their homes to stay in.
All right, next, please. What does she say about the legal fees?
And isn't he also supposed to pay some of your regular legal fees? This bastard has not paid 1 cent toward your bridge gap alimony.
Loving, caring father that he is.
Yes.
She doesn't think he's loving.
No.
Tab O, please. Okay, so here we've done something with the exhibit to avoid duplication. Can you explain that to the jury, please?
Okay, so several of the emails that were preceding this, they all correspond back to this. The filings, everything was kind of an ongoing process. So there were multiple emails that covered multiple filings throughout the court document. So some of these files will say refer back to the emails in C or refer back to the emails in B. And this is one of those that says refer back to the emails in C. And this was a motion, father's motion for enforcement of parental agreement and for electronic access to minor children pursuant to Florida statute.
All right, so if they get to a filing in their exhibit 60 and they can't find the supporting documentation, they should look on the first page and there might be a note referring them to one of the other tabs.
Correct.
Okay. And in this case, they're going to refer back. If they want to see the supporting documentation for O, they'll have to go to C.2. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, and how does C.2 provide a foundation for O?
It is one of the petitions, it is one of the attachments that was forwarded in that email.
All right, and that's the C2. It's not up there right now, but that we've seen where there was a batch of documents forwarded from Wendy Adelson to Donna Adelson.
Correct.
Tab P, please. Okay, so this one is what?
Notice of taking a deposition of Donna Sue Adelson.
All right, so the defendant's deposition was being sought in Wendy's divorce.
Correct.
And was Donna aware of that?
Yes.
How do we know that?
Emails. Okay. And the communication was back and forth between the two.
All right, did she author an email specifically talking about the service of the notice for the deposition? I'm referring to 60P.2.
Yes. It was an email on May 21st.
All right, and what does she say about the service, the notice of service for the depo?
It says, wow, he is such a royal jackass. How smart are you to get rid of this piece of S? Or,
Okay. And does she indicate she's still working on some of the questions for Wendy's divorce?
yes, I've been working on some statements, etc., for the relocation, so I'll send them soon. Love, Mom. I love you, Mom.
Tab T, please. What is this?
This is the wife's memorandum of facts and law in support of her petition to relocate to Coral Springs, Florida with the minor children.
Okay, and how do we know that the defendant was aware of this particular filing?
This one we would refer back to Q2.
Okay.
And in Q2, one is indicating thanks so much, Mom. But in Q2, there's going to be an email on June 11th, 2013. Hi, honey. So here's the info I had for travel since Ben was born. And there's a list from 2009 travels, 2010 travels, 2011 travels, 2012 travels that Donna Adelson would have sent to Wendy Adelson, reference Dan Markell's travel.
So what's the purpose of documenting Dan Markell's travel?
Essentially say he was absent most of the time.
Overruled, the investigator may answer these questions based on his review of his documents and investigation of this matter. You may continue.
Specifically outlined in detail by Donna Adelson and present in Wendy's filings that Dan traveled too much to be a present father.
Correct.
And in support of that, does Donna here send Wendy a detailed accounting for every trip that Dan Markell has taken since the birth of their first child?
It does.
And we don't know how it is that she came to possess this information, or do we?
I've got a lot of things.
Okay. Can we go to tab W, please? What is tab W?
Husband's reply to wife's memorandum of law in support of her petition to relocate to Coral Springs, Florida with the minor children.
And what does Dan say about the wife's pleadings?
The wife's pleadings are vague, filled with rank and obvious falsehoods, and the legal analysis is fundamentally inept.
Does he mention her parents as well related to this line of argument?
For the preceding reasons, a petition should be dismissed with prejudice and costs forwarded to the husband. Indeed, if the costs are not awarded, then wife and her affluent parents, who are bankrolling wife's litigation so that they can enjoy closer access to the grandchildren, will persist in vexatious and groundless litigation and thereby prevent the parents from reaching a space where they can cooperate, collaborate, and communicate effectively and warmly in the project of raising their wonderful children.
Okay, I think we can breeze through W3 and 4, please. Go on to tab Y. Tab Y, what is this?
Order on wife's petition to relocate with the minor children.
What was the order?
It was denied.
When was it denied?
It was filed June 13th, or I'm sorry, June 21 of 2013. It was actually denied on June 20th, though.
All right, so signed by the judge on June 20th, filed with the clerk the next day.
Correct.
Okay, and it denies relocation.
Yes.
With prejudice or without prejudice?
I don't see prejudice referenced in this motion.
Okay.
Or
Does the defendant acknowledge that this relocation order has come down?
she does in an email to a friend,
When is the email sent?
June 24th, 2013.
So just 3 days after the filing of the order?
Correct.
What does she say to the friend about losing relocation?
Unfortunately, after paying a lawyer $600 an hour for 10 months of case preparation, the judge listened to Wendy testify for 1 hour. Nothing. Oh, I'll do this. The judge took a break and asked one question. I'm not hearing about any physical abuse by the father. Has he been pulling out their toenails? When Wendy said no, the judge said, well, I made up my mind. No physical abuse, no relocation. Outrageous. So at the moment, she will not be allowed to relocate.
At the moment.
At the moment.
All right. How does she conclude that email?
Anyway, if I sound angry, it's because I am. We're all very upset and cannot believe the outcome. Sorry, I didn't mean to respond this way, but I'm beyond angry.
Tab Z.
This is a order setting pretrial conference and non-jury trial.
All right, so the divorce is set for a final hearing, a trial.
Yes.
And when is the trial to take place?
Tuesday, July 9th, 2013 at 10 a.m.
I think that's the pretrial hearing.
Oh, that's a pretrial. Okay. The non-jury is scheduled for Wednesday, July 31st and Thursday, August 1st, 2013.
Okay, and does Donna send an email to her daughter Wendy regarding how we're going to take this news that relocation has been denied by the courts?
Yes, she does.
And does it say it's behind us, it's over, nothing else to fight about?
No, this says never, never, never give up. It's time for action. It's time to take control of your life and not let Jibbers think he's just won anything by having you remain in Tallahassee, 8 hours away from the only family you have, and lose out on what will be a job that will afford you and your children advantages that they will never otherwise be able to enjoy. Let's show this F what will make him absolutely miserable. Fast forward. However, the rest of your life, and consequently Dad's, mine, and yes, even Charlie's, will be affected by how well you can perform or act before July 31st. You can be a good actress when you want to. I've seen you in action. You need to put on the performance of your life. Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. You have a very strong family behind you. Dad and I have done everything we can to try to help you for the last 10 months. Now it's time to help yourself. Fast forward. If you can put these actions before everything else this next month, and you know that you've only got the kids a limited number of days to do this, we believe that Jibbers will be saying, stop this. And you'll be telling him, you wanted me in Tallahassee? My children are going to fit in this Bible Belt. They're going to church every time I have them. I'm having them privately tutored at home to get them caught up for Sunday school classes. Tell him that you've got a new outlook on life and a new hope, and you'd like to go to heaven. Perhaps he would like to join you and the boys at church. Plan of action. 1, take photos of the boys dressed nicely, standing at the front door or by the sign of a Tallahassee church. Then change your Facebook status photo to this one so everyone will see this. Perhaps line under the photo with New Beginnings in Tallahassee. Might be nice. Then 2, make arrangements to get the boys caught up with a private tutor, a teenage Catholic church member, who will come to the house to teach the young men about Jesus. If you don't have time to arrange for this to happen, I'll happily do it for you. 3, let Jibbers know that your children will be baptized in the Catholic Church. Let him know that the Catholic Church is a big part of your life now with the boys, and you'd like him to be part of it. As long as he wants you to remain in Tallahassee, the boys will be involved with you in church-related activities and ceremonies. Let him get used to it. I've already checked this out, and a baptism can be arranged within 2 weeks. 4, I'm looking into summer camp programs for the boys. We will pay for it. 5, register them for toddler classes at church. I've looked into this, and even if they don't go, we can show Jibbers that they are enrolled for the fall semester. And you cannot tell anyone this is an act. Take control from him. Get to him psychologically. He's going to want you to stop this. We plan to make a financial offer to him to allow this relocation. You need to work this plan, and we'll help you through it. We'll help you through it so that it may affect how much we will offer him. Maybe he'd be willing to let you relocate if he knew his children would attend private Hebrew academy like Donna Klein and Boca, or perhaps he'd like them to invite him to a Christmas party at their other Sunday school, in quotes. And then she says, I know you would never want to think that you didn't do absolutely everything you could to try to come down to your family. We don't want Danny to continue his religious influence over these children any more than what he's already done. If he keeps this up, they won't want to eat in your non-kosher home. As they get older and more involved under Gibber's religious influence, they will be able to request which parent they want to live with. Don't allow Gibbers to have this power and control over them. Then in reality, he's going to have the same control over you. Dad and I is referred for the person. It's time for you to show us that you can put on the performance of your life for the next few weeks. We send this letter with our love and only the best intentions, Mom and Dad.
Right. And you mentioned this as we were going through there, but there's a reference to Dad and I in the text, right?
Correct.
Can we go to tab EE, please? What is this finding?
Motion to enforce marital settlement agreement and to show cause why the former husband should not be held in contempt of court.
And what does Wendy Adelson allege in this motion to enforce the marital settlement agreement?
Require the former husband to immediately transfer to the former wife the remaining amount due to her.
So she's saying he hasn't paid up.
Correct.
Okay. And is there an email prior to this filing indicating that Donna Adelson was aware of this upcoming deadline, or I guess the deadline had already passed at this time, but the deadline, the fact that he had not made payment, and the possibility of Wendy taking him back to court?
Yes, the email was from October 15th. The filing was October 31st.
Can we go to GG, please? Okay, what was filed in GG?
Former husband's request to produce to former wife.
Okay. And did the defendant discuss this request to produce in an email?
She did.
Okay. And did she formulate in this email a plan of attack or suggest a plan of attack to deal with Danny's request to produce?
She did.
What does she say in there?
In the first paragraph, it's let's aggravate him the way he's trying to aggravate you, and make him do the research and show statements from every month, from the date of your marriage to the date of the filing of the divorce. You need to see whatever he deposited into those accounts where the money came from. It's very possible some of it came from your joint Schwab account, and then he's up shit's creek.
Does she specifically reference the deposition?
It just seems ridiculous for him to be able to depot you, but for you and Kristen to not give him the same crap he's pulling on you. It's time to give it to him.
Also,
what can your attorney do to be proactive to give him some grief?
and can you meet with her and work out a plan of attack? Did she say that too?
She does.
And what else?
Well, sorry, love you, Mom, but something has to be done with this asshole. Love you, Mom and Dad. Love Mom and Dad.
All right, and let's go to tab HH, please. What was this filing?
This is an amended notice of hearing,
Hold on, what date was this filed?
February 11th, 2014.
Okay, so how close are we getting to the murder of Dan Markell at this point?
We're almost 5 months out.
And the amended notice of hearing, does Mr. Markell offer to settle the divorce?
He does.
Okay, and what is he saying about the settlement?
One of the suggestions is neither party will seek to relocate in the future with the children without the consent of the other party. If the offer above is not accepted by the deadline, fast forward, Mr. Markell will file his motions and memoranda and supporting documents that detail how Ms. Adelson failed to disclose substantial assets in violation of the Florida rules and the master settlement agreement. How Ms. Adelson fraudulently induced the settlement, how she made numerous instances of demonstrably false testimony before the court and under oath in deposition, how she ignored court orders, discovery requests, and made false responses to the latter.
And Wendy Adelson was a lawyer, member of the Florida Bar at the time, right?
She was.
May still be, I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
If this offer is not accepted by the deadline, Mr. Markell will file his motion and memoranda of law and supporting documents, and these will allege, and with other evidence, demonstrate that Ms. Adamson engaged in misconduct, including but not limited to filing a frivolous petition to relocate that had already been deemed impossible to win by another board-certified lawyer, standing by silently while her client divulged privileged attorney-client information, advising Ms. Adelson to interfere with Mr. Markell's parental rights, and becoming a willing instrumentality of or participant in Ms. Adelson's financial misconduct related to the disclosures and discovery process related therein.
So he's going after Wendy and he's going after her lawyer as well, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And does Wendy Adelson forward this email to the defendant?
She does.
All right, let's go to tab JJ, please.
It hasn't been entering evidence. I know that most of this will be, however, I'm objecting to this being shown to the jury and specifically the testimony concerning this based on the cost of the power.
You know, lay the foundation as to JJ's document that control is in fact entered, but it goes to their application for the.
What is the document in JZIL?
The former husband's counter motion for enforcement of MSA on parenting issues and motion for contempt and sanctions.
And is this the motion that includes the allegations Grandma says you're stupid?
This is the foundation for the contents of the document. Ms. Kaplan, objection sustained.
Are you familiar with the contents of the motion?
I am.
And are the contents of that motion present in an email that was dated before the filing of the motion on 12/17/13?
Yes, the email is a forwarded email. The original email is 12/16. It was forwarded on 12/17.
Okay, so who sent the email on 12/16?
Dan Markell sent the email to Wendy Adelson and the parenting coordinator.
Right, and then you say it was forwarded. Who
It was
was forwarded to?
to Donna Harvey at gmail.com.
And that was on 12/17/13.
That's correct.
And did someone respond to the email?
They did.
And what did the person say?
Wow, with an exclamation point.
Okay, and the contents of JJ, that motion that was ultimately filed, were they also, you mentioned they were sent to the parenting coordinator. Did the parenting coordinator give a response to Dan Markell's allegations?
Yes, this is another one of those convoluted emails, but yes.
So the parenting coordinator, you mentioned that the original email was sent.
So
to-
12/16, Dan Markell sent the email. 12/17, it was forwarded to Donna Adelson. 12/18, the parenting coordinator replied.
All right, and the parenting coordinator's reply, was that then forwarded to the defendant as well?
Yes.
And so on that, is part of that thread a second version of this content that we're talking about that Dan Markell is alleging?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it was sent to the Donna Harvey email twice.
Correct.
And the second time it was sent, the one that includes the parenting coordinator's response, how is that email addressed?
Dear Mom and Dad, here's the Skype phone plan for the holidays. Please help me do this. It means less stress for me if you just follow it. Love me.
Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence state 60.
Objection, state 60. Objection, JJ coming in. State 60 is admitted except for JJ, and the remaining portion of the foundation as to JJ may be laid for additional witnesses.
All right, the hearing on this motion that Dan Markell filed, was it ever conducted?
I believe it was.
The grandma motion was heard?
I'm trying to figure out the dates here. No, the hearings continue to get reset.
Okay, and what prevented the hearing from occurring?
Judge, Your Honor, lack of personal knowledge and lack of foundation.
Well, the rule with the witness through investigation is aware, you may answer the question.
Eventually, Mr. Markell was murdered.
Before the hearing took place?
Yes.
1 moment, please, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Morning.
Okay, so I want you to turn to
What's up? Cross exam. Time for the cross exam.
Ooh.
Yeah. Trial testimony is boring. It's hard to keep a crowd.
Well, just put Wendy on. Everyone loves Wendy.
Well, this examination is about 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it looks quick. And then we'll get to some Wendy.
Oh, you're gonna get you some Wendy. Gonna get you some. Gonna take it.
B4. That does that email indicate that it's who the sender is?
It says Donna Harvey Adelson.
Not Donna?
No.
Okay, and then is there any, love mom or anything like that at the end of that email?
There's not.
So you don't know who sent that to you?
Let me go through it again. No.
And I want you to turn to JJ2. So that one word response is from the shared email address of Donna Harvey, correct?
That's correct.
Isn't it true that emails from Donna Adelson are much lengthier than a one word response? I want you to turn to Y2. When Ms. Kaplan was questioning you about that, you testified that the email says, so at the moment she will not be allowed to relocate. You didn't finish the rest of what that email, the rest of that sentence. Isn't it true? It says, unless at some point in the future, Danny chooses to move. If he chooses to move, then Wendy can relocate.
Yes.
Now, after the relocation was denied, my client sent that lengthy email, I believe it's at Z2.
Oh, hold on, Misty. What was Lisa Davy talking? I've been trying to get her to come in here. Was she talking smack about y'all? That was suck.
Yes. Isn't it true that although my client made these suggestions, that Wendy Adelson later responded and said, I'm not doing this?
I do recall an email from Wendy saying, Mom, I'm not doing this.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Re-examination.
Did relocation happen for Wendy and the boys?
After the murder.
Where did they move after the murder?
A couple blocks away from Donna and Harvey Adelson. Well, they moved in with Donna and Harvey Adelson for about a year, and then permanently to a location a couple blocks away.
No further questions.
You may step down, Mr. Goodman. We'll need to recall again by the
You about to get it, Mary B. You
What
about
am I about to get?
Wendy. You about to get
Some
that
Wendy?
About to get some Wendy.
Some Wendy up there with her dumb face the whole time.
God. Yes, that Wendy. Laurie, did you fall asleep? Checking on everybody.
Cleaning
Oh,
the
I-
pool, in the yard, listening, every word.
Oh, okay. Playing in the pool.
No, cleaning it. I don't get to play. Cleaning and watering.
Get in that damn pool.
I need to. Y'all gonna have to talk louder though if I do. I don't miss anything.
All right. Well, just let us know when you get in the pool. Maybe you'll start screaming.
Yeah, I can be loud.
All right.
Sweet woman, you still in there? Calling sweet woman. No, she's asleep.
Ms. Laura, I had not forgotten about you, sir. You may come up to make your statement.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
John Loro on behalf of Wendy Adelson. Your Honor, we previously filed a motion to make a brief statement before Ms. Adelson testifies. We'd like to make clear for the record that she is appearing pursuant to a state subpoena that by law furnishes her with use and derivative use immunity. But for this subpoena, she would assert her Fifth Amendment rights with respect to every question that the state would ask relevant to this matter. We also believe that the use and derivative use immunity covers cross-examination to the extent that it involves responsive and relevant questions as well.
The court has previously ruled concerning this matter that the immunity that is being conferred by the state's subpoena does extend to cross-examination and that she is appearing to answer questions under this immunity. One matter that had come up, Mr. Loro, after the conclusion of the hearing that we previously had, in making sure that there is a complete record as to your client's indication of her right to not incriminate herself. She was not present during the hearing, therefore the defense could not take a proffer. Once the examination has occurred pursuant to the state subpoena, the defense is wanting to take a proffer. As to that, any questions in which she believes she needs to properly invoke, you may advise her to do so, and I will make a ruling from there whether there is, in fact, any proper basis that is both relevant and would not go to the right of self-incrimination. Ultimately, you may advise your client concerning these matters as it relates to the defendant's proffer out of the presence of the jury. Do you need to be heard in any way concerning this?
No, Your Honor, we'll just need a brief moment to consult, obviously, after we hear the proper questions.
That's fine.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
Does either party need to be heard further before the examination begins pursuant to the state's subpoena?
Yes, sir.
You may take your seat, Mr. Loro. You can bring back in the jurors when you're ready. Oh, before you leave the room, Ms. Fulford, once again, Mrs. Adelson, I'm going to reiterate the instruction that I gave to you last Friday concerning any reactions that you may have to either the testimony or the evidence in the case. I understand this may be a distressing thing for your child to be offering testimony in your trial. However, you are to control your expressions and your emotions. Do you understand this? Everyone can take their break.
No fucking
You
crying,
need to step
Donna.
down until it's time to testify. You may do so as well. You can be seated. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today in this trial will be the truth? You may be seated. Please adjust the microphone as you need to so you can be clearly heard. Ms. Carpenter, you may examine.
Please state your name and spell your name.
Wendy Adelson, WendyAdelson.
Ms. Adelson, where are you from?
I'm from Coral Springs, Florida.
And you live in another state now currently, right?
I do, yes, ma'am.
All right. How are you employed?
I'm an immigration attorney.
How long have you been an attorney?
Since 2006.
And you're here pursuant to a state subpoena, is that correct?
Yes.
And that subpoena confers a type of immunity on you. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. Which means that nothing you say here in court pursuant to that subpoena can be used against you at a later time. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean you could never be prosecuted. It just means that what you say in court could not be used in any future prosecution. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I want to ask you about your ex-husband, Daniel Markel. Is that a fair and accurate photo of Mr. Markel?
Yes.
When did you meet him?
We met originally online. It must have been the fall of my first year of law school, so 2003.
Okay. And when did you marry Mr. Markel?
We married in February of 2006.
Were you living in Tallahassee at some point as a married couple?
Yes.
When did you move to Tallahassee?
We moved to Tallahassee my final year of law school, so that would have been in the summer of 2005. And we were here from 2005 till 2006. We spent a year at the University of Miami from 2006 to 2007, and then came back to Tallahassee from 2007 until 2014.
All right. And during the time that you were living here in Tallahassee, did you live over on Trescott Drive?
For some of the time that we lived here, yes.
And when your first child was born, were you residing at the Trescott Drive residence at that point?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the Trescott Drive residence?
Yes.
And how many children did you have with Mr. Markel?
We have 2 children.
What were their ages at the time of their father's death?
It was 10 days before my older son's 5th birthday. So he was 4 turning 5. And our younger son was 3.5. The boys are 14 months apart.
And did there come a time when you and Mr. Markel separated?
Yes.
When was the separation?
It was in the fall of 2012.
Whose decision was it to separate?
It was mine.
How did your ex take that news?
Well, we talked about it many times before it actually happened, but when the separation became official, he was very upset.
And even though there were problems and issues and discussions, it was a surprise to him when it actually happened, right?
It was.
Okay. And
Hey, Janine.
What's up, Janine?
Hey, Mary. Hey, brother. What's up? Hey,
What's up?
Pat. What's going on? Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see the other side. Hey, sweet woman. Hey, Lauleen.
Hello.
You're on the other side. I was looking at the other side. Sorry. Meant to say hi.
Just getting into this Wendy.
Yeah. So Wendy with the frozen forehead. Oh my God.
And the uncombed hair.
And
Oh.
Yeah, what's with the hair, dude?
I have nothing against the I mean, you know, the ladies that are going to do Botox. The one thing, it's a pet peeve because everybody where I live has Botox but me. And, you know, you can tell there's nothing wrong with it, but just do one vial of it. One syringe is just fine.
I feel like I think it's addicting. Like once you do a little bit, you're like, no,
I think so
more.
too.
I think so.
I don't do it. I won't.
No, and it's bad.
No, I wouldn't either.
It atrophies the muscle, and then the more you
Never
do,
looks good. Ever.
what?
Nope.
It never looks good. And when it wears off, your skin's stretched even more.
Right.
What do you
It
think
causes
about those lips, Danny?
atrophy, right, Laleen? It causes, and then the more you do it, the more you need to do it. But it is addicted because I've seen that. It's like
Yeah, I know. I have a couple friends that do it, and they're like, "Oh, I got to get it redone," and it's just crazy. Like, meanwhile, I'm looking at like medical records, and people get it for like a sweating disorder.
It's good for so many different things. It's true, even for body work. When you want to change,
It was supposed to be good for progress.
it's different. But like,
yep,
you can do it so that you have facial expression. But I've become very sensitive to it because so many of like, you know, the school moms and then the place where I work, forget it. Like they all have it. And it's like don't
Some of the
massage my
celebrities are just
forehead.
too far with it. They don't even look like their self anymore. It's just ridiculous.
The lips and the people who act like they didn't get their lips done. Like, oh, come on. Like, I just saw you. Those are not-
Yeah, I won't do it. And like,
But it's one
hopefully
thing
I
to
get
do it.
uglier and people stop talking to me.
No, you're beautiful.
Ideally.
Don't
Just say
need
some
that.
R word if they're trying to deny it. Just say some R words.
There's nothing wrong with it, but if it's just that
Yeah,
it's
for
just,
migraine toy.
it's just don't take it too far, man. Oh my God. Like do it so that it's natural. You could be natural. That's cool.
Moderation. Moderation is key.
Yes.
I worked in plastic surgery when I first started, and these ladies would come in and would only want a vial of Botox. But then the doctor would point out other little tricks and things that he has. So then they would start wanting that done. Then they're in there every week. So
Yeah.
doctors and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
about getting these people wrapped into this world too.
When 20 and 30-year-olds are going to get Botox,
Exactly.
I'm like, what?
That's
Isn't
just
that
how you look.
crazy?
To
Like
prevent.
enjoy it while you have it. Why
I
are
know,
you
right?
ruining-
I mean, but that's just how you look. I mean,
Right.
Youth
Yeah.
is wasted on the young.
I haven't seen anybody get it and just be like, "Oh my God, they look so much better."
Well, I think I
Ever.
mean, I have seen people look good with it, right? But then Sweet Woman's
Good
right.
with
It
it
becomes an
because they
addiction.
don't look
Because the
good.
more you do it, the more you need to do it. You see like the cat people and all those crazy people. And when they show that it's like a TikTok thing, but everything TikTok goes on to YouTube. When they show the before and after of some of these people, I'm like, oh my, even like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a handsome guy and he basically carved his face up. I mean, he was like,
What
yeah.
about Madonna? Have you seen her lately?
Oh my God, what Madonna? No.
Oh yeah, she
It doesn't even look like I was like, that's her?
You guys ever watch that show Botched?
No.
I've
used to
seen it. I
watch
don't watch it regularly or
Damn
anything.
doctor looks like Frankenstein. It's
I've
like,
heard,
you
yeah,
walk
I've
it's
heard
like,
about
holy shit, oh, wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. Sorry.
Why Toy likes watching that shit?
Yeah. Well, she used to watch that botch that she's talking about.
Oh
And
yeah.
those two doctors, their face doesn't move either. It's like nothing but their eyes moving. It's like, is he talking or is it the other guy talking?
Well, remember,
Like
what was
nobody's
it?
mouth's moving. It's like an old fucking one of those movies from gosh damn, Twilight Zone. You know,
Yeah.
those monsters with the frozen faces.
Yep.
That's exactly
It is.
it.
It's scary. There's no. It's like aliens. But like
Yeah.
Bran had
What do you eat? Can you move your teeth in there or what?
But you remember the Dr. Brands? He still has a skincare line. He took his life because he took it too far. I think this is what I've read before. And like Saturday Night Live did a parody of him, and he was like so disturbed by it. Like, I am a freak. Oh my God. But it's like he was frozen too. Like it becomes an addiction. And Madonna looked great for a while. And she did. She had surgery, so whatever. I thought she was pretty to begin with. I'm not a fan of hers. But then she still looked good. But I feel like the second that she began to really age, now there's a move against it. So many of the aging starlets were filling their faces and they look like balloon faces, and it's like you look 10 times worse. And I feel like now there's this movement back from that. So let's
You
hope.
look at the ID and you look up, you look down at the ID and you look up, you look at the ID and you're like, what the fuck?
You need a new picture.
Yeah, you need to go get a picture like from yesterday.
You're right.
God,
You
yeah.
keep changing. Anyway, yeah, let's see some Frozen Wendy. Now, what do we think about Donna? Because Donna's forehead isn't. It's kind of like a game I play. Like, I'm so used to it that sometimes it's like it's all good.
He looks good for 76 and has the money to look good, so I'm just going to put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but she's been in jail, hasn't she? She's
I mean,
getting her
just
Botox
has
in jail.
even a hat.
She has been in
She could have
jail.
had a facelift before that or implants before that. She could have had all that before.
Getting ready. Getting ready for jail.
I don't say I would not say she had to get ready for jail. I'm just saying she had the money and lives in
They
South
all
Florida. Odds are.
in wing in the same prison so they can fucking gang up and fight each other and shit.
Danny, did you see the Wheel of Fortune clip?
No.
Oh
yeah.
my God, Auntie Deb has that. Do you want me to send it to you? I just
Yeah, I
watched
think we
it
watched
earlier. He made like a parody out of it, but it does show her. It's not like as extended as some of the clips have been, but yeah, I'll send it to you. Sweet Woman, it is. Has anybody besides Sweet Woman seen that? It's hilarious.
I
We
saw the
thought
quick
we
one.
watched it on here because I said, how many serial killers have been on game shows now? Vallow was on Wheel of Fortune. The one guy was on the dating game, and then there was another one on Family Feud that murdered his wife.
Yes.
Oh, and that was wait, was that the one when it was like they asked the question and he's like,
They asked a question about
Yep.
marriage, and he had like a condescending answer, and he ended up murdering his wife like
Yep.
a year or two later.
All right, here we go.
I'll
Back
go
to
for
Wendy.
Was part of the reason for the separation your differing views on how to raise the kids pursuant to the Jewish faith?
I'd say it was a very small part, but it was a part.
Did you consider your ex to be a religious zealot?
No, I didn't think he was a religious zealot, but I did think he was using religion as a way of controlling me.
Okay. Did you think he was more devout in his faith than you were?
I don't know that. I feel like devoutness has to do with maybe a relationship with God, and I don't know that his was more strong than mine.
I want to know if they met on J-Date.
J-Date?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder. I bet they did. We should do like, yeah. I'm gonna
He
Google that.
apparently had many dating sites, including the one Donna made for her.
So weird.
Wait,
Yeah,
Donna made
a
profile or a.
Her mom made her profile and sent her suggestions of men in Miami.
Yeah, she talks about it, I think, in this testimony.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
More
Yeah, yes.
observant of kosher
Yeah,
rules than I was.
I think.
Okay. Can you explain for the jury what those imply? For those of us
Sure.
that don't?
So keeping kosher has to do with separating milk from meat, something like you can't eat a cheeseburger. And it has to do with the ritual way that animals are killed. So certain meats would be considered kosher or non-kosher. And then things like shellfish are not allowed, or pork would not be allowed. And so his beliefs changed over time. We used to have bacon, and then bacon became a no later on.
All right. And those rules were something that he was wanting to impose on the children, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you were less interested in those kosher rules?
It was less important to me.
All right. Were both you and Mr. Markel raised within the Jewish faith?
We were, yes.
When you separated from Mr. Markel, did you move out of the marital home while he was on a business trip?
I did, yes.
Where did you go when you left the marital home?
I went to another property that I had rented for the boys and me.
Was that at 3303 Aqua Ridge Way?
Yes.
Was that located in Leon County?
Yes.
Okay. What was the custody arrangement? Broad terms are fine for this time frame during the separation.
I think we were just trying to figure out how to make it work. We didn't have any formal custody arrangement at that time. I remember his parents came to town that weekend, and I made sure that he had the boys that weekend. We were just trying to figure out how to make it work until we had something formal.
Was the arrangement roughly 50-50 or something else?
It would have been roughly 50-50.
Okay. And were you mixing it up during the week, or was it a week on, week off situation?
It wasn't week on, week off. We didn't settle into that until the first summer, or maybe the second summer. I don't remember. That was more of a summer arrangement. But it was 50-50 and definitely a mix during the week.
Okay. I'm gonna publish what's been introduced into evidence as State's Exhibit 60. Your petition. Was your mom, Donna Adelson, involved at all in drafting your divorce documents?
No.
Did she ever make any edits to any of the filings that you made pursuant to your divorce?
I think she made suggestions, but I had an attorney, a very good attorney, helping me through the process. So she wasn't editing legal documents.
Did you ever forward any of your mom's suggestions to your lawyer?
I probably did.
And when you did that, would you attribute them to your mom, or would you just forward them along without noting whether they were your questions or your mom's questions?
I honestly don't remember.
Was this a contentious divorce?
It was.
As part of your divorce, did you file a petition to ask the court for permission to relocate to South Florida?
I did.
And I think that was your amended petition. Not sure if we can see that very well. Here we go. It says the wife also desires to relocate to South Florida in order to provide a better quality of life for the children by increasing their access to close family and providing more stability and consistency. Who was the close family that was available in South Florida for the boys?
My mom, my dad, and my brother.
Why did you want to move to South Florida?
I had very unstable employment in Tallahassee. I had a wonderful job, but it was on grant money. So year to year, I never knew if I would still have my job. I had a job offer that was very good in South Florida. And the assumption was that Danny was always going to be at a different school, a better school. He used to joke that he would take one bar exam for every 2 bar exams that I had to take while we moved around the country. And so it seemed like a way of having stability while he was climbing up the law professor ladder to be ultimately at Harvard or Yale.
And was relocation important to you?
It was, in terms of having a safe and stable place for my kids.
Did you consider having to live here in Tallahassee being stuck? Or had you referred to it previously as being stuck in Tallahassee?
I mean, I may have. The idea of being stuck is if you don't have permission to live anywhere you want to live. But I had a nice quality of life here.
Did you consider the worst case scenario to be that you would end up stuck here in Tallahassee if your petition was denied?
I don't know. I mean, at the time, I may have felt that way.
Okay. Might you have sent an email to a friend on March 24th of 2013 indicating, quote, I do fear that the worst case scenario that could happen is that I will be stuck here in Tallahassee?
It's possible that I sent that.
Would it refresh your recollection to review that item?
I'm happy to.
It's on tab 6 on one of those binders in front of you. Let me see. It's going to be
this one. I see it's highlighted. So yes.
Okay. And did you also email a friend around the same time frame regarding life in Tallahassee couldn't compare to the life that you would be able to enjoy in South Florida with your brother, Charlie, and his boat and pool and hot tub and things like that?
It's certainly possible.
All right, that's on tab 7. Please refresh your recollection.
Yes.
And in fact, didn't you use the word stuck in your actual motion for relocation? Here, the wife is merely stuck in Tallahassee until the husband decides that the time is right for him to leave.
So my attorney did write that, and that sounds right.
Did Tallahassee feel claustrophobic to you?
Well, at this point in time, Danny was making lots of unplanned announcements to my office where we worked together. So I would see him at work. I never knew when he was showing up. So I'm sure, this is 12 years ago that's how I felt at that time.
Okay. But outside of the context of your relationship with Dan Markell, did you ever express that just the smallness and slowness of Tallahassee made you feel claustrophobic?
I don't remember saying that.
Please refer to tab 8 to refresh your recollection. That's a dense one. Were you able to find it?
I did. I found it's part of a sentence. Can I read the whole sentence?
Sure.
Tallahassee feels claustrophobic at times, given its smallness and slowness, and the fact that my friends cycle through here with transient regularity. So yes, at that moment in time, that's how I was feeling in 2013.
And relocation was pending at the time that you were feeling that way in that moment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And relocation was also very important to your mother, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right. And did you have some discussions with your mother about relocation?
I did.
And was that during that time frame when it was pending?
Yes.
Okay. And do you see your mother in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Could you please point her out and describe what she's wearing?
My mom is on right. I can't see her clothes from here, but she's directly across from me.
All right. Is she wearing a headset on her head?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant.
The record will reflect.
Your mom didn't want you to be stuck in Tallahassee either, did she?
She did not.
She wanted the best for you, right?
She saw the best for me as not being in Tallahassee. Yes.
That's right. She referred to being in Tallahassee that you were a hostage and a prisoner, right?
Yes, she did.
Prisoner. Close enough. Did your mom express concerns that as a Tallahassee native, the judge presiding over your relocation motion would underestimate how much better it would be for you to live in South Florida?
She did.
All right, let me ask you a few questions about your parents. Your mom is Donna Adelson. Who's your dad?
My dad is Harvey Adelson.
And where did your parents, I think you said they were in Coral Springs back in 2012?
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
right? Okay. How long had they lived in the Coral Springs area?
I was born there. So from, I think they started living there when my oldest brother was born. So since the early 70s.
So fair to say they had deep roots there in that area.
Yes.
Can you describe the relationship that your mom had with your kids during the time frame we're talking about? So separation to murder time frame?
It was very close. My mom taught my boys how to read. She taught them how to play chess. It was very close.
Were your parents employed during that time frame?
Yes.
What kind of work did they do?
My dad was a dentist and my mom was the office manager for the dental practice.
All right. And what about your brother, Charlie? Did he have a role there as well?
He was a periodontist, and so I believe at some point he purchased the practice. I don't remember what year that was, but he would sometimes work from my dad's office and sometimes work from other offices around South Florida.
Was the dental practice, the family dental practice, a successful business?
I believe it was. My family never discussed money or finances with me, but I believe it was doing well.
Did you discuss your marital problems and resulting legal issues with your mom?
I did.
Talk about relocation, but in general, you did talk about your woes with your mom.
I did.
Okay. And I think you said you did send many of your divorce pleadings to her. Is that right?
I did.
What about your dad? What was his role in reference to your divorce pleadings?
I don't remember exactly. My parents have a shared email, so when I send an email to one of them, I would send it. It was being sent to both, but I don't know who was reading what or at what time.
Is it fair to say they were both welcome to read whatever you sent to that email address?
Yes.
And both welcome to reply as well?
Yes.
Who would reply more frequently, your mom or your dad? To
My
those
mom
types?
would reply more frequently.
Who took more of an interest in the day-to-day ins and outs of your litigation?
Probably my mom.
Okay. Is your mom overprotective of you?
Yes.
Is your mom an emotional person?
Yes.
What about your dad? Is he emotional as well?
I think so.
Okay. Did you previously say he was more of a straight shooter and mom was more emotional?
I think so, but I think women tend to be more emotional and men tend to be less emotional.
Okay.
Before you continue, Ms. Campbell, I'm going to admit State 60 JJ at this time. Is there any objection the defense wishes to raise?
Yes, Your Honor. Same objection.
The court admits it over objection. For the record, you may continue.
And I think that's the same exhibit that's in State 64AA, Judge. It's not necessary to have duplicates, but because of the way the evidence came out in this trial, that is present in State 64 as well.
States 64AA is admitted. As far as the final record, if you wish to remove one, you may, but both are admitted for the record.
Thank you, Judge. All right. Is it fair to say that your mom, the defendant, is a controlling person?
I don't think my mom is a controlling person.
Did you say at one time back in 2013 that your mom operates with emotional subterfuge?
I may have said that.
Would you like to refresh your memory?
I can.
It's tab 45 in the binder in front of you.
I'm not seeing it. Is it highlighted or is it just in the, it's a long, oh. No.
Paragraph on page 3.
I want to just walk up and show the witness a portion of what you wish to have read to herself.
I will, Judge.
This is 3, I think.
So the question was, did you previously say your mom operates with emotional subterfuge?
Yes.
What is meant by that?
I honestly don't know what I meant at the time.
I thought that she was controlling.
I don't think that's what I meant.
Did Dan Markell have a hard time understanding some of your mom's behaviors?
I don't remember that.
Well, did she think you incapable of driving to South Florida by yourself with the kids? This is back when they were little.
Yeah, I don't think she thought I was incapable, but I was breastfeeding and it was helpful to have someone with me.
So what was her practice to avoid you having to do that?
One of my parents would come with me for the long drive.
So they would rent a car, come up here, ride back with you, and then follow the same procedure to get you home.
They would drive with me if I was down there, back up, and then rent a car to come home.
And did that procedure occur the week before the murder? There was a visit the week before the murder, correct?
I think it was 2 weeks before.
Okay. And on that trip, is that how it was handled, where they rented a car and came up to get you?
Yes.
Did your dad think that was necessary, or was that a mom thing?
No, my dad probably thought it was more necessary.
Okay. And did your dad make a practice of supporting whatever your mom wanted? Is that kind of the general rule?
Yeah.
Was she the dominant force in the household?
I mean, I think my dad had more of a quiet strength, so it's hard to say who was a dominant force. I think they were both equally strong in their parenting.
Okay, did you previously describe this back in 2013 that your mom was the dominant force in the household? If you need to refresh, it's tab 97.
Okay. Yes.
You did say mom was the dominant force in the household.
Yes.
Did your mom ever try to micromanage your life?
Yes.
Your career?
I don't know about my career. I chose to be a lawyer. It wasn't a very popular choice in my household.
Yes, and there were different types of areas of law that she would have preferred you practice. Do you agree with that?
I actually think they were really proud of what I was doing.
Not to suggest she wasn't proud of you, but she was encouraging you to pursue a different type of law that would be more lucrative. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
And what about your dating life? Did she meddle there?
Yes.
Did she create a dating profile for you on Match.com?
I don't know if it was Match.com, but I do remember a dating profile at some point.
That she created for you?
I didn't use it, but yes.
And conducted searches for men in the Miami area and sent them to you.
Remember I think this was when I was living in DC, maybe.
Let's go forward a little bit here. Okay, so here we have an email dated January 17th, 2013. For the record, this is 64I. And it reads, so honey, so you think I'm nuts, but when you get a moment, check out some of these whom I've pre-screened for you. And these are guys in Miami, right? After all, you're going to be in Miami here and there. Why not see who's out there, right?
Yes.
Okay. And here's some options that she sent you. Here's an interesting guy, etc. Okay. Did you ever feel like your mom was walking all over you?
I don't remember feeling that way.
Okay, what about specifically regarding this divorce?
I don't. I mean, I had a really good attorney and I was making the decisions I wanted to make.
Okay. And did you, back in April of 2013, tell a friend that you were trying to find a way to coexist with your mom that didn't feel like she was trampling your autonomy?
I'm sure I said that in 2013.
How did your mom feel about Dan Markel in this time frame, 2012 to 2016?
And I think I think a lot changed between 2012 and 2016. So I think her feelings about him changed over time.
Okay, and what about in 2016? Did she hate Dan Markel?
No, not in 2016.
What about 2014? Did she hate him then?
No.
Did you say do you remember giving a law enforcement interview in reference to this case?
Yes, I remember.
That was the same day that Mr. Markel was shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and did you say in that interview, quote, "My parents have more reason to dislike Danny than almost anyone else"?
At that point, I was sitting with law enforcement for 6 hours and had just been told that Danny had been shot. So I was in shock and I was trying to help the police think of anything I could possibly think of that would be helpful.
And are you suggesting that after 6 hours you became fatigued to the point that you started saying things that weren't true?
No, I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I just was in shock. I just kept talking and talking and talking.
When your mom is really upset about something, does she talk about it a lot?
Yes.
And when she talks about it a lot, and I'm referring you back to this time frame, does she talk to your brother Charlie specifically a lot?
My mom and Charlie have always talked a lot.
Okay. And was Charlie kind of like your mom's problem solver?
I don't know about that. I kind of feel like it was where she would help him more throughout childhood and adulthood. She would help him solve problems, not really.
She definitely did a lot for him, didn't she?
She did.
She helped him with his business. She helped him with his personal life, his finances, his bills, remember to pay the whatever. She was like still mothering him into adulthood, right?
Yes.
Okay. But as far as meddling in your life, did your mom feel that Charlie could make more progress with you than she could on items like who you were going to date?
I would just be guessing about that.
Okay. At the time of Dan Markel's murder, was the defendant, your mother, very angry at Dan Markel?
Before he died?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And you hated him too, right?
At certain points, I was very frustrated with him.
Did you refer to him as an STD?
I don't remember saying that.
Tab 5.
It looks like I made that analogy.
Danny is an STD. One wrong mistake, marrying him, and this will never go away. Is that what you said?
I did.
Did you share that kind of sentiment with your mother?
I don't remember ever saying that, so I don't think it's something I said very often.
And this was said in an email on February 26th of 2013, correct?
It was.
Approximately 17 months before the murder?
Yes, I don't think it was an email, though. It looks like it was sort of an iMessage.
Okay. Did you ever refer to your ex-husband as the Dark Lord?
I don't remember saying that, but I certainly might have.
Did you?
She did what? The Dark Lord.
Yep, an STD and the Dark Lord,
Oh my God.
among other names.
Mm-mm-mm. Weird. I mean, I know it could be just like funny or whatever, but it's just weird. Could be anything but the Dark Lord. That's crazy.
Well, when somebody is stopping you from doing what you want to do and you're used to getting everything that you want, he's Voldemort. He's Voldemort, right? But apparently everything I've heard about this man is that he was just a wonderful human being. He was all about
These people. I bet he was. Yeah, he was
That
hanging.
shit was pretty nasty in these divorce filings, from what I heard.
What's that?
Super nice.
Like some of these divorce filings, there's a lot of stuff being thrown around about people, and we don't know what's true. So,
Right. So
Right.
I was hearing a little bit. I just watched your boyfriend, Lolene, for a little bit, and he was saying that what was he saying? Oh, that Dan Markel used lawfare. I mean, they're both lawyers, right? So, to your point, I mean, divorce, I know brings out the absolute worst in everyone, or most people, right? But I don't know. Have you heard of any examples of how he was unethical or punitive or
like trying to get her license removed, trying to get her attorney's license revoked, turning her attorney into a witness where she had to get a new attorney, and then not paying the settlement money on the house, refusing to, so she couldn't get the house, and then saying it was because she was minutes late on Skype calls. I mean, I could see where he became a thorn in her side, probably worse
But
to
did
her
she
than
push
to
him to
anybody
that
else.
though?
Right.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I feel like during the divorce, probably everyone saw us, or they saw a side of him no one else had seen.
Right.
Sounded like a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
It sounded like a little. She was a little bratty and grown and an attorney.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how hard it was to talk to her when she? Oh
Right.
my God.
And her mom is legit crazy.
Oh, they're so.
Yeah. So imagine having that all in you, like you're stuck with that too. Like,
Yeah, and I don't think I think Wendy's like traumatized by how controlling her mother is. It seems.
Yeah.
It seems to me that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. That's what I was.
Right. But then to change the kids' names and
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, to
she
murder
did
that.
all that stuff, but like, did she
Why
want
can't
to,
she
or
stay
is she just
along, Cherry? Where you gotta go?
Did she just go along with it? Is what you're
Right.
saying?
I've never
right? Just
seen
to
a
keep her
mother
mom from.
so
You gotta go make
involved
a ham sandwich or
before.
something. You gotta eat a
I've
ham
never
sandwich.
seen a mom break down like divorce documents and counter arguments and the extensive email and the knowing all of his flight history and travel history since 2009. I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like
and like
pretty way she kept telling her, you need to be the best actress right now. You need to take control. We're expecting you to take control. It's like this.
yeah, make sure you tell them
Wow.
that the non-negotiable is this, and she's like, okay,
Yeah.
mom, whatever, and get
Make
you off my
sure you
back.
kill them.
hey, Cherry.
What's up, Cherry?
Hey, Cherry.
Fiona says hi.
Where do you have to go, Cherry? You ain't got nowhere to go. Ain't shit to do in Ireland. You drinking whiskey
Like the
all
middle
day.
of the night.
All y'all do
Anyway.
is drink whiskey and sing songs.
It is
What do you-
like 3 in the morning
Like
though.
3 in the morning, right?
That's when they That's when they extra sing and extra drink.
Oh, come on, Danny.
I'm
Stop.
telling you, I watched it on
Stop
her.
it.
They don't fucking play over there, son. They be throwing down. She ain't got nowhere to go. She's trying to sit around and drink somewhere. I'm trying to pull
Here.
You with us.
drinking that Jameson's, talking real fast and shit. Can't nobody understand you. I mean, and then you get drunk. We really can't understand you.
Refer to your ex-husband as gibbers.
I did.
What is the meaning of gibbers?
See who's on-
Gibbers was just a silly name that a friend helped me come up with
It
to
is silly.
basically make him feel less scary. It was
Did-
nonsense.
Did it reference
Weird.
Jew in boots?
That I don't remember.
Sweet woman, who'd you hang out with last Friday? Just kidding.
It wasn't a
I'm not. Tell her.
No, I
She ain't gonna care.
huh?
She don't care.
No, I already told. It's the first person I told.
Okay, I'll pull it up on the last live and replay it. I'm just kidding.
You troublemaker.
Friendly name, right?
It was a silly name.
Did you ever say that you hated Dan Markel?
I don't remember saying it, but I certainly could have.
Tab 31, please, to refresh your memory.
I don't remember saying
I
it.
said that I hate him in this moment.
Sweetie, you serious?
And did you say in that email, that same email, quote, I hate my children's dad?
I did.
And do you agree that email was sent approximately 15 months before Mr. Markel was murdered?
It was in April of 2013.
The approach was what I've marked as 56A, B, C, and 57. I asked you about the Jiggers nickname. Did you have that nickname stored in your cell phone as Dan Markel's contact name?
I did.
Approach and show you these exhibits and ask if they're fair and accurate. Contacts 56A. Who is that a contact for? You know.
It's my mom's phone number, so that would have been. It's a picture of Ben as a little guy and my mom.
Okay, so fair and accurate contact.
Yes.
On your phone for mom at that time.
Yes.
And then 56B.
Okay.
That's my dad.
And that's his phone number.
It is.
56C.
That's my brother.
Charlie.
Yes.
Okay, fair and accurate phone number for him at that time.
Yes.
And then 57 is that the contact you had in there for your ex-husband, Dan Markel.
Yes.
Okay, this time I'm asking you the evidence 56 and 57.
Any objection? States 56 and 57 are admitted at this time.
Did you ever refer to your ex-husband, Dan Markel, as an emotional terrorist?
I very well could have. I don't remember saying that, but
That one's on tab 34. I'm so sorry. Was that? Yes, I believe it is 34.
It is. I see it. I said it in December of 2013.
Approximately 7 months before his murder.
December to, yes, approximately 7 months.
And tab 35 in June of 2014, did you say of your ex-husband, I hate him so?
I did write that.
And that was approximately 3 weeks before Mr. Markel was murdered, correct?
Yes.
All right, next I want to ask you about Mr. Markel's response to your petition to relocate. Is it fair to say he was at?
Could you get 2 more plain Janes than those prosecutors?
They're just like normal prosecutors.
No.
Exactly.
They deserve their own shirt.
They're extra plain. But earlier I noticed this when Toy was watching it slow earlier for some reason. Look at this lady back here.
Oh.
She's going to Aspen right when she leaves this court.
I like how the glasses match her shirt, her blazer though.
What's the damn man that has to wear the glasses? I can't remember his name.
Oh, Roy Orbison?
No, the X-Men. X-Men.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I didn't hear you. You
The
broke
red
up.
stuff out of his eyes, the laser. If he
Oh,
takes
yeah.
his glasses off, it's kind of crazy. That's him right there.
Oh,
Just
shit,
like
that's right. Yeah, damn it. And my brother was so into the X-Men. I read all of those for the romance between
that's him right there in real life. I bet it is.
Pauline, what is she going through that she would have to have that? Maybe she had like LASIK surgery. Then just don't go to court, I say.
I've never seen anyone with colored glasses. I think she has a light sensitivity that
It's like,
she.
Doc, I need the Oakleys.
Andrew's grandmother, he was Greek, so they used to call her Yaya. She had glasses like that. It was like a shield, like a visor. and we would cry when she wore it. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Like this old
What
lady
is this
with
guy back here
the
doing?
boofy hair and the big glasses.
What does
Guy
this guy
in his
look like?
boat?
He was green screened in. Look at him.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like he's
wrong?
in a green screen, doesn't it?
Who's
Yeah.
the? Did Auntie
This
Deb
guy.
go to court today?
He
I
didn't
heard
get in.
He couldn't get in.
his people
Oh,
were making a joke that he was dressed up as the woman in the blue glasses.
All right, let me know when y'all see any weird people.
Definitely opposed to
We'll
that
judge the
motion.
Florida people. I'm in.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And
I'm
you
down.
all fought over things large, of course, but also very small. Like in this pleading, a tennis racket is mentioned, right?
Yes.
In Mr. Markel's response for court and counsel, this is page 82 of Exhibit 60. He indicates
Yeah, we
the
saw it.
husband affirmatively alleges that the wife helped herself to non-marital assets, including money and stocks owned prior to marriage, as well as numerous personal non-marital belongings of the husband, such as luggage, bicycle, tennis racket, and family heirlooms. Did you take those things when you vacated the property?
I did
Be on the lookout in case you see Carol Baskins in the stand.
remember taking his tennis racket by accident, and I returned that, but otherwise I didn't take his belongings.
Did you strategize to leave him in a way that would cause or inflict maximum damage upon him?
No.
Is that something your mom ever said?
I don't
To your
remember that.
knowledge? Did you discuss with your mom how and when you would leave your marriage?
I did.
Do you recall a 11, so November 2nd, 2012 email where Dan Markel was saying to you, let's put all this aside. This is all about the kids. Let's act toward each other in a way that they can be proud of. Did he say that to you?
I remember reading an email like that.
All right, and we talked about the Aqua Ridge apartment, or I guess it was a home residence. Is this a fair and accurate photo? I've blurred your kids' faces, but of the living space there.
Thank you for doing that. Yes, that's our home.
And did your mom help you secure this place to live? Did you have any involvement in that?
She did.
Okay, what involvement did she have?
She helped me move in.
Okay, did she help you locate the place to live?
I think so.
Okay. Did she come up and look at places with you as well?
We did.
Okay. Did Dan Markel threaten you in the pleadings with federal kidnapping charges?
He did.
And that was associated with the way he claimed that you left the marriage?
Yes.
Okay. And he says you took the kids and did not tell him where they were for several, I think I've seen days and weeks. Is that true?
It's true that he said that. It's not true that that's what happened.
What was his position on your motion to relocate?
We did talk about it before I filed it, and he was amenable to figuring it out. But once I filed it, he was against it.
Okay. Did he allege in his response that the sole stated reason that you wanted to relocate was to be closer to your parents?
He did say that in his response.
And is that the response that your mom referred to as his 23-page rant?
Probably.
She had a lot of thoughts about that particular filing, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay. And she laid those out in an email to you. I know you remember. That's the whole your non-negotiable is relocation.
Yes.
Do you recall having 2 long mediations to try to resolve your divorce without a trial?
Yes.
And were those mediations successful?
They were not.
Was Mr. Markel seeking to depose your mother as part of the divorce proceedings?
I don't remember that.
What about your brother, Charlie? Did he care about whether you moved to South Florida or not?
I think so. I mean, I think he would have liked for me to be closer to him and have the kids closer to him.
Would it have been okay with him if you had made a decision to stay in Tallahassee?
I would have imagined so, yes.
And after the relocation motion was denied, you were kind of like, well, maybe I have to stay in Tallahassee. Wasn't there at least a moment of that for you?
I mean, it wasn't maybe, that was the court's decision, and I respect the court's decision, and I would make the best of it.
What about Charlie? Was he outraged by the court's decision?
I honestly don't remember him being outraged.
But to your mom, it was a big deal.
My mom was really upset.
It was described by your mom in several places as like a life and death proposition. Do you agree with that?
I think my mom thought my life in Tallahassee wasn't good.
Is it true that you never would have left Dan Markel without your mom's suggestions?
Overruled, she may answer the question based on her own knowledge.
I would have left Danny regardless of anyone else's input. I was very unhappy.
Did you ever write that you would have never left him without your mom's suggestions?
I don't remember saying that.
Please refer to tab 41 and see if it refreshes your memory.
I do say here I wouldn't have done it on my own. I say my parents' and brother's suggestions and support.
Okay.
I think because I wasn't happy, but part of me thought maybe I would just stay until the kids grew up.
All right, I think you already testified you did not offer your mom your divorce petition to edit. Is that your testimony?
Sorry.
Did you send your divorce petition to your mother to assist you in editing it?
I don't remember doing it.
Okay, and did your mom also pretend to be you to Mercer University to help you complete your divorce affidavit?
I have no memory of that.
Got a little pop out here of this email from your mom. Obviously, I pretended to be you contacting these financial institutions. Is that something that she would normally do on your behalf? Pose as you?
I had very little understanding or involvement of my financial situation, and so that might have been an account that my dad had created for me or that had like co-signatory authority, so that's possible.
Okay. And here, did you forward a letter that was written on or sent to you on December 19th of 2013 from Dan Markel, where he was kind of wanting you back and making a lot of concessions? I'll stop coming home late, etc. Do you recall that?
I do.
Long email. Did you forward that to your mother?
I very well may have.
And do you recall she replied with sort of a paragraph by paragraph breakdown of that, Dan Markel email?
So I see that here. I mean, I certainly didn't remember, but I see that there's a response here.
Okay. I think I've got her responses. Did you respond to her? Very nicely done, Mom. This is great.
It looks like I did, yes.
In her responses, I guess they've got a joint email, so how do we know it's Mom and not Dad? Do we?
I don't.
Does Dad send responses like these? This is all the response. Would Harvey detail like that in a response?
No, but it could be that my dad and mom were talking and that she was the scribe, right? That they were, that it reflects both of their thoughts and that my mom's the one writing it.
And many of the emails are signed Mom and Dad.
Let's take a break from that.
One more call. One more call. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, it's Mary B.
Hey, Mary B.
Yay! I'm just, I don't want to keep you long. I just want to let you know the names in the chat are driving me crazy. I don't know who anyone is.
Listen, bro.
And I asked my,
Listen, bro. chatted with YouTube and they said that there was no way to do it, that it just is what it is. And I was like, what? And then other people are telling me Auntie Deb figured it out. So I'll hear from Auntie Deb at some point and then figure it out, but if I can. But I tried earlier before I even went live, and I chatted with YouTube like support, and they were like, they show up the way they show up.
Well, I asked my chat GPT and it gave me a whole write up. So I sent that to you in a DM on X.
Okay.
So see if that works.
Okay. It probably won't, but okay.
Probably won't, man. He's not gonna read it. I saw you posted it. He probably hasn't read it yet.
Yeah, he didn't. Like, I think it shows as read if he would read it, and it's not showing as read. It's showing as sent.
Aw.
Yep.
Maybe
But
it
this is the
will.
best part of where we get totally dissed.
Aw.
Again.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just trying to help. But I just want to shout out to the chat rats. What's up, chat rats?
Chat rats.
And yep, Rat House Media. Them's my peeps.
Okay. I don't know where that name comes from.
Don't know where that name comes from.
Like, he doesn't see the rats in his chat all day long.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on, El Jefe. Come on, Glera.
Misty, no, it does not look hard to do. It's like 3 steps.
I couldn't figure it out.
But
I think
I don't
somebody
think it's
else's
appropriate
chat,
to call
and they
my
can
chat.
that.
See, that's the best part.
All right, go back. Sorry, brother.
Oh, hold on.
Sounds like it belongs somewhere else.
No, they know who they are. We're all friends in the chat that made friends from your chats. And
That's right.
now we're like a little cult.
Okay. Well, fuck. Okay. Be careful with
Friends
that.
in the chat that made friends from your chats. And
Okay. Where else?
It's true.
No, they know who they are.
I don't think it's appropriate to call my chat that.
It's not appropriate.
Well, part of your chat is El
Part?
Yeah, we prefer to be inappropriate, actually.
Yes,
So.
we love being appropriate and awkward.
Yes, definitely awkward.
Awkward.
So
Oh
do
my
we
God.
come up with a better name? And is that name derogatory? Because
No.
that's
No, it's awesome.
that's what I was calling the first 5 of us when we were just 5 of us hanging out.
It's
And
perfect.
it just kind of snowballed and stayed.
That's it. For a reason.
And here we are.
That's right.
But I don't
In the Rat House.
And
think
you
it's
know
I don't know where that name
exactly
comes
who we
from.
are and exactly who
But
Danny
I
Thomas
don't
is.
think it's appropriate to call my chat that. Sounds like it belongs somewhere else.
No, they know.
sounds like it belongs somewhere.
else.
What does that mean?
It belongs over here on Rat House Media.
He doesn't want rats in his house, Danny.
He doesn't want an infestation in his chat.
That's right. No, I
Know
think
who
he
they are.
does.
We're
Too
all
bad.
friends in the
He's gonna
chat
get
that
it.
made friends from your chat.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Now we're like a little cult.
Okay. Well, fuck. Okay. Careful with that shit. Watch that shit.
Well, that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, awesome. Well,
Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Rat House Media. Them's my peeps.
Okay.
I'm
I
so
don't know where that
awkward.
name comes from.
What? No, you're not. Stop
I'm
it.
so awkward.
You were
Don't play
great.
the end. That's the worst part.
I don't know where that name comes from.
We loved it. I thought you were so natural. It was awesome.
Yeah, we only got
giggly.
dissed on like 3 times during that. But the awkward silence makes it all worth it.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
best.
did that for you.
That's my favorite
Did that
part.
for you.
Learned it from the best.
Or they reference Dad and I feel this way. Was it common for your mom to express for the two of them a certain position?
Yes.
And in this particular email, so this is a little confusing, but she responds paragraph by paragraph, K3, K5, K6, referencing Dan Markel's email to you and refuting each paragraph. And she felt that his position was outrageous, right?
Yes.
And she thought his religious practices were extreme, didn't she?
She did, yes.
She was extremely concerned about the well-being of the children in reference to his religious practices.
Yes.
She wanted a psychological evaluation of Mr. Markel.
Yes.
He didn't need a psychological evaluation, did he?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Was he an extremely intelligent, accomplished law professor?
Yes.
Did your mom ever call Dan Markel any disparaging names around this time frame?
She did.
Okay, including piece of shit?
Yes.
Asshole?
Yes.
Speaking of, let's check this out.
What's up, ChatRats? Welcome to another installment of Rat House Media. I'm Danny Thomas, whatever that is.
You're a loser, guy. Danny, Connor's trying to get your attention.
All right, so I had to watch it first. It's like Dean sends you something. You're just gonna play it.
You don't
That's
trust
just-
Dean or Connor? Come on.
You're not a tough guy. Hurry up. I'll fucking promise you that.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
That's rad. Throw in this fucking lake. What's gonna happen? No, fuck you both. This is fucking bullshit.
Ernie's got a heart of gold, though. What an intimidator.
Fucking try about it. I'm going to fucking try about it. You fucking pussy. Let's fucking go, man. Hey, fucking told you. You want another? You want one too? At me.
Guy.
Stay down.
I got it all on record. Hey. Bang! Come on, man.
That's kind of embarrassing in front of an audience like this.
Get out!
Oh,
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Enough!
He'll say when it's enough, big boy.
Oh my god.
Ouch town population, you bro! Fuck out of here! No, it's not gonna go well. It's not okay. Take him home or get him fucking out of here. Fucking get moving! I said stop looking like an idiot! Joni loves Chachi!
Look at that form. That left arm way out is unusual style.
Wow, beautiful.
Right off the bat.
He delivers on the goods. Look at him pump up this crowd.
And the guy's like, he must be like, listen, what do you think I'm trying to do, you chucklehead?
That's my favorite part of this, by the way, Janine.
Watch the freaking show, Lovey.
I'm sitting here muted, laughing hysterically. Don't cry about it. You pussy.
Oh, we're so
Connor, that
funny.
was so great. Thank you, sweet woman. I love you.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny. Danny, you don't trust Dean or Connor?
Absolutely.
The whole thing is so funny.
You have to watch that first.
Yeah.
But that shit right there is funny, especially the first part.
Yeah.
Or Dean asking me if I watch the shows. How? No.
Yeah, the first of it and the end of it, but
What's up, ChatRats? Welcome to another installment of Rat House Media. I'm Danny Thomas, whatever that is.
You're a loser, guy.
that shit is
Oof. Harsh.
It's a good clip right there.
Yeah.
He's such a creep.
Yep. Weasel.
damn it, too far.
Joe Lawleen? Watch the freaking show, Lawleen? Do you even watch the freaking show, Lawleen?
Dean, where the heck are you?
Travel.
He's
Do you even watch the freaking show, Lawleen?
Is he in transit now?
I think he's at the hotel now, but he flew a while, and then he had to drive for like 5 hours.
He's still in Mass.
No.
No, he's in South Dakota.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dakota.
yeah. Oh my God, he gets around, man.
He's in Dakota now. One of the Dakotas.
Dakota.
Fucking 30 degrees up there.
Maybe he'll jump on stream and show us the hot tub next to the king size bed. That was my all-time favorite. That was the best one of all. But that was a nice. Remember, he also had like an Airbnb. Was that last week? Where was he? Nebraska. Oh my God, that was beautiful. It was
Yeah,
like
the one with the loft.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
had just loft sleeping.
Apparently, wherever he was in Boston was horrible, though.
Really?
Oh, really?
Dang, that's
And
So
I could have told him where to stay.
So he you know where he stayed next? He stayed near the Hillside Grill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell the people that don't know. What does that mean?
Oh, that was in the trial. That was where there was like banter between Kevin
Brian.
from South Boston and Karen about talking about people at the hillside. They called it the Hilly.
The
It's Karen's regular hot spot that they had all hung out at the weekend before.
Right. And that was the one place. So we went to when I came in. Mary, have you ever been there? Sweet woman,
No.
you've been there, right? Because you're local. I mean, you've been there, right? Sweet woman. You there?
I think she has.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I went there years ago before it was the Hillside Grill. Somebody actually just bought it. It's going to be they're not changing anything about it, but it got sold.
Oh, okay. Mary, have you ever been there?
No.
No. Next time I come in.
But so then he the last night he had to switch hotels because the price went up like $500 or something insane. And then he stayed at a shithole in Braintree.
I got a follow-up video to the other video.
Oh, no. Probably
Like,
because the holiday.
We did talk about how bad the rats were down at the pier where the yachts were docked. He said the rats were disgusting and he could hear them jumping.
Boston 25 News reporter Drew Riiiide in Boston, where people all over the city pitching different ideas to deal with an uptick in rodent complaints at all hours this summer. With an undeniable problem you're looking at here that seems to keep the rats well fed, especially on trash pickup days.
Lived here in Salty for like 55
keep them,
68
the
years.
rat
I've
fed.
never seen anything like this.
South Boston homeowner Kevin Conroy says it feels like he is playing a game of whack-a-mole with the relentless rats on his property.
Let's get to the point we can't use our backyard, have anybody over. They're there all the time.
Conroy has ramped up pest control visits, pumping carbon monoxide into burrows, filling his yard with bait stations, and cutting down shrubs where rodents take cover.
It's like it becoming a
Not a
second
single
job.
rat did either.
Rodent complaints are on the rise in his South Boston community, despite the neighbor.
What'd you say?
So there's not a single rat in the video.
I know.
Yeah, he claims they're there.
But
Were we just
not a
supposed to
rat.
believe him?
Sure,
Yeah,
I'm sure
right?
they're waiting for the just right.
Neighborhood's use of trash bins. Sightings of the pesky, unwanted visitors have been
there
even
you
more
go.
frequent in neighboring South
Not his
End,
backyard.
which doesn't use trash bins and routinely serves up scraps for the rodents.
What they're doing now, it's not working.
Some are calling for the city to change its tune, suggesting strategies used elsewhere, like rodent-killing dogs based in the Washington, D.C. area. And the Cats at Work program in Chicago, which adopts out feral cats that help to
Dude, some of those rats are too big for the cat. The cat's
No
not
shit.
small like the dog is.
Yeah,
be
the
like
point
a
is the cat's
snake
gonna
in
get
a-
them while they're young.
Yeah, but the cat, he probably like to stalk the damn rat for 2 days. Like, we need him dead now. We need him
Yeah,
2
or
days.
scare them away somewhere
No.
else where they're
Hell,
not bothering
did you
people.
see the size of that rat? As big as that cat.
No time
There
for
were
cats.
we really did see a lot, and it was I haven't seen when I went to Thomas Rhett at Fenway and where I parked at the Museum of Fine Arts and just walking down. Oh, it wasn't like an alley, but like a side street off of the main road right by Fenway. Two huge ones ran right across my feet. And then when the other night, it was bad. Like They're
Oh,
getting worse. And it was because everybody had like their trash bags out. Like I know in New York City, like they pick up the trash in the middle of the night. I'm assuming they do in Boston too.
Yeah.
But just the fact that the bags are just sitting out there, they can
yeah.
destroy that in like 2 seconds.
The last video we played was only 3 minutes, and they were crawling all in these bags.
It's a long-term problem. You have to approach it with long-term solutions.
Colin Ziegler is the
Dogs
rat czar for
everywhere.
the city of Somerville, a position some believe the
The
city of
rat czar.
Boston could benefit from. Somerville now offers 2 months of pest control through a third-party company, and is making carbon monoxide and dry ice available.
Carbon monoxide and dry ice are direct measures that can be taken and very effective for spaces that are experiencing a lot of burrowing, a lot of activity. We're trying to test as many things as possible for the efficacy because rodent control doesn't have a one-size-fits-all.
Back out here at the aftermath of trash pickup with remnants of trash scattered all over the sidewalk. City Councilor Ed Flynn has renewed his push for a designated rat czar here in the city of Boston, though Mayor Wu's administration says the city is already adapting how it's dealing with rodent hotspots in specific neighborhoods
Fuck
this
you.
summer.
That's great.
Fuck you. Oh, I can't stand her. Oh. You're adapting to the pick up the fucking garbage. Jesus Christ.
Just put the garbage up. That'll help.
That's a problem solved. I mean, good God.
You can get about 20 of those dogs and go through there about 3 days a week. I'm telling you, them dogs will clean it up. They love it. They love it. They do it on farms and stuff when the rats get too bad. The pack of those dogs out there, done. Dog never has that much fun in his life.
What kinds of dogs are they?
The same ones they had right here. Let me find them.
Oh, they better hurry up and do something before they start getting
A bunch of the smaller dogs are what they use. Those smaller dogs, but you wouldn't think it, but they will. Ooh, they can get them rats, son. Yeah, they just shake them
I
around.
want to see that.
Drop. It's
Actually,
crazy.
I don't think I want to see that.
A bastard.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Did your mom help you prepare for your meetings with your divorce lawyer?
My mom offered help, but I don't think I needed help preparing for meetings with my divorce lawyer.
Who was your divorce lawyer?
Kristen Adamson.
Your mom, in an email dated January 9th, 2013, indicates that she thinks the job opportunities that you had in South Florida was a major bargaining chip in your divorce. Did you agree with that?
Did I agree with it at the time?
Yes.
I don't remember.
And she did a lot of work sort of making arguments to that point, didn't she?
I believe so.
And did you forward your correspondence with your lawyer to your mother?
I did.
Publishing 64. I'm going to skip to J. She wanted to be kept informed, right?
Yes.
Your mom mentions, see if I can find it. This is 64G, your South Florida legal team. She will try to remember to discuss things with your South Florida legal team. Who is that?
I think she was jokingly referring to herself.
Oh, she's the South Florida legal team.
I don't know who else it would have been. I think that's why there's a smiley face. I think it was a joke.
Okay. More questions for your upcoming hearing with your attorney. Did you forward your mom's questions or ask your mom's questions when you met with your attorney?
Probably not all of them, but if there was something that I thought was useful, I probably forwarded it or had a conversation about it.
And here you can see in paragraph 2, your mom referred to Dan Marco as Gibbers as well, right?
It was a silly name, yeah.
Let's go to the order denying your petition to relocate. Was your mom aware that the order was filed?
Yes.
Okay. And this is language from the order denied with prejudice, meaning you can't re-raise it, right?
Right, you can't refile.
And your mom wanted to fight the decision, didn't she?
She did.
Did you feel railroaded by her in this email where she's kind of bullying you to keep fighting?
And please rephrase your question.
Did you feel railroaded by your mother?
No.
Okay, but she wants you to continue to take action.
It was denied. I wasn't taking any more action.
Not any more legal action.
I was not taking any more action of any kind.
Didn't your mom have some other ideas for some other actions that could happen?
She did.
She did want to take it to an appeal. Do you remember that?
Actually, I don't remember, but
that's on tab 43 of your binder.
Yes, I see.
Okay, but she also wanted to develop this plan of action that could be implemented between the time you learned of the relocation denial and your final hearing in court to maybe strong arm Mr. Markell into agreeing to the relocation. Do you remember that email?
Yes.
Okay, and she had some ideas for how to do that, right?
Yes.
And she said Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So what was her plan of action? What did she suggest you could do to get Dan Markell to relent and let you take his kids to South Florida?
She suggested that I pretend that the boys had become Christian.
Is that something you would ever consider doing?
No.
She was going to pay for them to get instruction on the Christian faith, right?
That was what she said.
And she said she looked into it and she could get them baptized in a couple of weeks. Do you remember that?
I don't remember, but I'm sure it's here.
Do you remember her imploring you to put on a good act?
I do.
Did your mom, I don't know, do you have any acting training?
No.
Do you know why your mom would Google how to teach an actress emotion?
I don't know.
Did she ever share with you or forward you any tips on how to bring emotion or fake emotion?
Not that I remember of any kind.
All right. What about a financial offer? Was that part of it as well?
Yes.
What was the financial offer to be?
I think it was $1 million.
Who was going to pay the $1 million?
My mom, my dad, and my brother.
And they were going to pay $1 million. You didn't have to pay any of it?
I don't remember having to pay any of it.
Okay. And they were going to give Dan Markell $1 million for what?
So that I could relocate.
Okay. Did you ever make that offer to Dan Markell?
No.
To your knowledge, did anyone make it to him?
I don't think so.
Would it have worked?
I don't think so.
She's all about getting control from Dan Markell, right?
Yes.
And you told her these ideas were crazy, didn't you?
I did.
I will not be introducing my children to Christianity. I truly believe it will backfire.
As the counsel testifying and sustained, please make sure you're asking open-ended questions to the witness. Ms. Carpenter.
I'm reading from State's Exhibit 64B, which is in evidence.
Please proceed.
Did you say it would backfire?
Yes, those were my words.
And what did you mean by backfire?
I don't remember, but I can read there below what I was saying.
Did it have to do with this will give him ammunition to pursue things in court?
I might have meant that at the time.
Did your mom respect your decision not to use her suggestions?
I mean, she had to have, right? I'm a grown-up.
Mm-hmm. She kept pushing, though, didn't she?
She was suggesting other ideas.
Okay. January 27th, 2013 email 64W. Charlie brought up a good point when he said that Americans were dropped behind enemy lines during World War II wearing Nazi uniforms to get what they wanted. They had a job to get done, and they did what they needed to do to accomplish it. You have a job to get done in a very short time frame to accomplish it. If you dressed your kids up in Hitler youth uniforms and brought them down here, I could care less if it was an act of defiance and would show gibbers that he's not in control. Did she suggest that to you?
Yes.
She urged you to rethink your decision not to implement her suggestions, didn't she?
Yes.
She wanted you to do an act of defiance that will put a scare into this jackass. Why would she want to scare Mr. Markel?
So that he would let me relocate, I guess.
She says here, and I'm still on 64W, I don't know how much of the big picture you're seeing, honey. I don't know if you can realize that not only what you can provide for your boy's life, but for your own life, all depends on this change. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So she did view this as a very serious matter, right?
Yes.
And she's sending all of this after the relocation is denied, right?
Yes.
Everyone has a price. Fight for yourself. Okay, I'm showing you this slide also from Exhibit 64W, which indicates that you were going to go into the $1 million offer as a third. Does that refresh your memory on that deal?
I mean, it refreshes my memory, but it's not something I ever considered or thought about doing.
So you would not have paid up the third of $1 million?
No.
Moving on to 64X. This is an email in which your mom expresses opinions on several items, including the marital home, the parenting schedule, alimony, child support, health insurance. Did you want her opinion on all these things?
I mean, I don't remember, but I think we always want our parents' opinion on things, even if we don't take it. Counselor asked me if I wanted my mom's opinion on those things, and it's hard for me to remember at the time if I wanted other opinions, but I said, I guess, people always want their parents' opinions on things.
And your mother's opinion was that she wanted you to aggravate your ex-husband, right?
Same.
Yes.
To screw him financially.
Yes.
To get a win.
Yes.
She thought your divorce was something to be won, right?
It seems.
Oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ.
You got a built-in pool,
The
and you're letting the
groundhog.
nutria swim in there.
It's his pool.
All right, then.
You know, it's raining and storming.
Aw, so
Oh,
cute.
God.
Oh, he's so cute. Such a little baby playing with the dog. Oh my goodness.
The river. That's a river rat?
Beach house, and he'll drag him to the hall bathroom, and he'll make a nest.
It's a nutria.
Come on.
Nutria.
He's just a tail out.
Hi,
Well,
buddy.
you are obviously a very kind person. You stopped to help the nutria.
I always thought they was cute little animals, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I just felt bad. The poor little thing, you know, his
You
siblings
couldn't find one that didn't have a Louisiana
And
accent.
he was kind of just curled up in the street crying. And
Period.
Well, good for you, man.
There's your nutrient.
Has anybody seen the Seinfeld episode where George goes shopping because he has an expense account and they catch him, and the girl he was digging on, he left the hat, like the Siberian hat, so then he had to go get another one, and it was a hat made of nutria. And then when he presented it to them, it was like thousands of dollars, like $5,000 hat.
I don't remember that. And I watched a lot of Seinfeld too.
And they said it's a rat hat. It's made of nutria, and a poorly made one.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Oh,
dig
George.
that one up too. I'll go find it.
Good. for sure.
When was the divorce final?
It would have been final the summer of 2013.
July 31st of 13 sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we saw that that was the date for your trial. Did a trial take place?
Yes.
Okay. With witnesses being called?
No, there weren't any witnesses.
Okay, so it was a settlement.
Yes.
And did you reach the settlement on the day that the trial was supposed to be conducted?
I think maybe the day before.
Okay. I want to ask you some questions about voice authentication. Your cell phone, was it collected by police in this case?
I gave the police my cell phone to search.
Let them download it and return it to you, correct?
Yes,
okay. And are you familiar with a wiretap that was conducted in this case?
I've seen a lot of wires.
Where phone calls were intercepted by the police and recorded by the police?
Yes.
And were you asked to listen to a disc of calls to see if you could authenticate the voices on those
Yes.
discs? Okay. And were you able to authenticate some of the voices on there?
I was able to authenticate the voices of my family.
All right. So Charlie Adelson, Donna Adelson, Harvey Adelson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you initial on State's Exhibit 135 by each of those voices that you were able to identify?
I did.
Certainly can't read this, but
It's very small.
see if that's where you initial.
I did.
This time I'd ask to introduce State's Exhibit 135.
Any objection? I'm asking if there's an objection to this. State 135 is entered.
After the divorce was final, was there any more litigation between you and Dan Markell?
There was.
All right. And who was the first one to file something after the divorce was final?
I don't remember who was first to file.
Because you both filed some things afterwards, right?
Well, Danny was supposed to pay me for the deal with our settlement was I was supposed to take my name off the title to the house and he was supposed to pay me half the value of the house. So I went that first week and took my name off the title and then just waited. And when I reached out, when it was time for him to pay what he owed, he said, I'm not going to pay it. And I asked why, and he said, I have my reasons. And so my attorney had to file to enforce the settlement agreement because otherwise he was going to be held in contempt of court.
The court had given him a deadline to make the payment, and he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
So you filed a motion to enforce
the settlement agreement.
And he filed a counter motion saying, well, I'm not paying because she's in violation for all these different things. Remember that?
I do. And then he accused my attorney of committing fraud.
Right. One of his big complaints was failure to facilitate the communication agreement, where I guess you all had some type of agreement to provide Skype calls with the kids to each other when you didn't have the children. Do you remember him complaining about that?
I do. I remember if I was 1 minute late, he would contact the parenting coordinator and complain that I was in violation.
That was a pretty regular complaint of his in this era of these filings, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And when he sent an email, for example, 64N, alleging these sorts of violations and including, quote, accusing you and your mother of making zero efforts to facilitate communication between you and the kids, did you forward this email to your mother?
I don't remember if I did or not.
And during this time period, did Dan Markell send you quite a few emails pleading with you to play nice? For example, March 7th of 2013, Wendy, I really regret that things have gotten to the place where they are. Do you think we could try to resolve more issues directly with each other to prevent so much of the unnecessary tension and cost? Things like that.
Yes.
Okay. But then you didn't seem to be able to actually play nice with each other, even though it seems like maybe that's both what you wanted, at least at certain points.
I was always trying to play nice.
Well, you were threatening to hold him in contempt of court.
I wasn't threatening to hold him in contempt. That's what my lawyer filed. That's what happens.
Well, your lawyer represents you, doesn't she, Mrs. Adelson?
She does, but I wasn't threatening him.
Did you cease all Skype communication between Dan Markell and the boys on March 12th of 2013?
I don't remember that, no.
Tab 54, please.
It looks like my attorney advised me to do that.
Did you cease all Skype conversations between Dan Markell and the boys?
Again, I don't remember. It's been a very long time, but if my attorney advised me to do it, then I probably did it.
Okay. And the day that you filed that motion to enforce the marital settlement agreement and hold Dan Markell in contempt, see if I can find that. What was the date of that filing?
It looks like it was October 31st, 2013.
Was that the same date that you backed out of the contract to buy a house here in Tallahassee?
I don't remember if it was the same date, but at that point I didn't have the money I needed to buy the house because Danny didn't pay what he was supposed to.
Okay, but you don't remember which day you backed out of buying the house?
I don't.
Could it have been the same day that this was filed? Halloween of 13?
It may have been.
Okay, and was it Charlie, your brother, who talked you out of buying the house?
No, I didn't have the money to buy the house.
So you don't remember him discussing that with you?
No.
Okay. And did your mom have a position one way or the other on whether you would buy the house?
I don't remember.
The image that I just had up there, was this image sent to you on October 31st? How did this get onto your cell phone dated October 31st?
It looks like something my brother would have sent me at some point. I don't remember if it was what day it was, but I remember seeing that picture.
Okay, do you have any reason to dispute the metadata associated with it on your phone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you recognize your brother in this photo?
I do.
And who's the woman he's pictured with here?
Katie.
Is that Catherine McDanoa?
Yes.
So did your brother at any time send you this picture? Not at any time. Did your brother on October 31st send you this picture and basically tell you not to buy the house because you weren't going to be living in Tallahassee much longer?
I don't remember him ever telling me not to buy the house or that I wasn't going to be living in Tallahassee. I really wanted to buy that house.
Do you remember, after all the drama with the Skype, asking your mom, let's see if I can find it here, to help you work on the Skype thing because it was becoming a real problem between you and Mr. Markel?
I honestly don't remember, but I see this email and they must have sent this.
And then a few months later, in February of 14, Mr. Markel files a motion to enforce marital settlement agreements, and that we touched on that already. That was alleging that you committed fraud on the court during the original settlement. Remember that?
I do. I remember him saying that my attorney helped perpetrate a fraud.
He did. He suggested that the court should send a strong message to you about your malfeasance by awarding him the entirety of the assets that he alleged were undisclosed. Do you remember that?
I do.
And did your mom view that filing?
I don't remember.
Isn't that the one she responded to? We need a plan of attack. We need to aggravate him the way he's trying to aggravate you.
I remember we just looked at that. I just didn't remember what it was in response to.
Okay. And did you respond to his allegations?
I would
in court. In a court filing.
We must have responded in a court filing to that, because if someone accuses you of fraud, at that point my attorney had to recuse herself because she had to become a witness in the case and to say that that didn't happen. And then I had to find a new attorney to represent me.
Okay. And did you do a filing in response to his counter motion to enforce the marital settlement agreement, alleging, this is page 439 for court and counsel, that a vast majority of the former husband's motion contains allegations that are redundant, immaterial, impertinent, and scandalous? That sort of language, does that sound familiar?
It doesn't actually sound familiar, but I would have responded in a motion. So I'm sure my attorney filed something.
Did your mom move around this time?
I don't think so.
Do you remember your parents signing a lease at a place called the Continuum?
My parents were spending some time there on the weekends, but they didn't move until 2015 when I was clerking for a judge at that time.
All right. So they signed a lease to have sort of a weekend property. Was that in South Beach?
Yes.
Okay. And that does March of 14 sound right for that?
I don't remember when they signed a lease there, but it's possible.
Well, when you ultimately left Tallahassee, which we'll get to, did you go to live at the Continuum or at Coral Springs or somewhere else?
In Miami at the Continuum.
And do you know why they chose to move into the Continuum? I mean, this is about 3-4 months before the murder.
My brother had a girlfriend that lived there and he really liked the property and he thought maybe my parents might like to retire there. So he was suggesting that they start trying someplace other than Coral Springs to retire.
And did your mom add you as a resident to the Continuum on May 16th of 2014?
I don't remember that, but to the Continuum, the apartment complex had very high security.
Mm-hmm.
And so it may have been that if you wanted someone to come and not be considered a guest, they had to be considered a resident.
Okay, tab 95, please. And the question is, would you have been considered a resident as of May 16th of 2014?
And I don't know. So you want me to see whether on this document I was added as a resident?
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like I was added and my brother were added. And then my other brother was the in case of emergency. And it was in April of 2014.
April 2014. Okay, so about 3 months before the murder?
Yes.
And that was just so that you could come and go whenever you were visiting?
That was my understanding.
Do you recall a motion being filed by Dan Markel that we referred to as the grandma motion? Did Dan Markel in March 26th of 2014 file a motion seeking to preclude your mother from having unsupervised contact with your kids?
I don't remember him filing that motion, but it sounds like if it's a motion you have a name for it, then it exists.
And in that motion, do you recall, or does it refresh your memory, that he was saying, Grandma, the boys were telling him, Grandma says you're stupid, Grandma says she hates you, and as a result, he was concerned about your mom alienating the kids or turning the kids against him?
I remember hearing about this motion.
And that is a motion that was never got to be heard, right?
That was part of the motion to enforce the settlement agreement.
Which was never heard?
Which was never heard.
Because he was killed?
Because, yes.
And do you remember why you didn't forward your mom the actual motion that was filed in reference to that?
I don't.
Okay, if you will check tab, see if you can find tab 98 in the back there, please.
I have tab 98.
Okay, does it refresh your recollection as to the question, which is, where was your mom on the day that the relocation was filed, which for your reference was 3/26/14?
So this email is from 3/25/14, and it looks like my parents were coming up. It says coming on Thursday, and this was written Tuesday the 25th. So my guess is that they were coming on Thursday the 27th.
And was it their practice to typically stop in Orlando and spend the night on the trip up to Tallahassee?
I don't remember.
Okay. The allegations that are laid out in Dan Markel's motion were sent to you in an email before the motion was ever filed. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that now.
In Publishing 64AA, a December 16th, 2013 email. This email indicates that Dan Markel is going to be introducing a major issue, grandparental alienation. This will be part of our ongoing effort to resolve outstanding issues. But basically, at the bottom there, Ben announced to me, Abba. What does Abba mean?
It's Abba. It means father in Hebrew.
Father. Grandma says you're stupid. Okay, and he details a couple, I think it's 3 different instances in which his boys have told him that Grandma, your mother, has told them that you're trying to take my sunshines away. She hates you, that sort of thing. Does this refresh your memory at all about those allegations?
It does.
Okay. And this email, you did forward this email to your mother. Do you recall that?
I don't recall that, but it makes sense that I would have.
And your mom responded to it, or someone responded to it. Wow. Do you remember that?
I wished on that email yesterday.
Okay. And you forwarded that email not only to your mom, but to a total of 12 different people. Do you remember that?
I remember being very surprised that he was trying to accuse a member of the Florida Bar of fraud and going to all these lengths to avoid paying money that he owed me.
Okay. And is that the reason why you sent it to the 12 people?
It was pretty shocking what he was doing.
Did your mom respond at all to that allegation regarding her alienating the kids?
I don't remember a response other than the one I was shown that said, wow, but I don't know if that was my dad responding or my mom responding.
But the allegation was in reference to your mom, right?
The allegation was in reference to my mom.
Okay. And in fact, the next day, because the parenting coordinator was in on the original thread, you forwarded the email a second time to your mom, didn't you, with the parenting coordinator's response? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but it makes sense that I would have forwarded it.
Do you remember just a couple months before the death of Dan Markel saying to a friend of yours, I think her name is Jane, does that sound familiar?
I had a friend named Jane.
Telling Jane, quote, Danny is a monster?
Well, the witness may testify based on her memory.
I don't remember telling Jane that I thought Danny was a monster.
Okay, was Jane one of the people you forwarded the email to? The damn email?
I don't remember.
Okay. But it was the same day that you called him a monster. Do you remember that?
I don't.
I want to talk a little bit about your brother, Charlie. Judge, I don't know if you're wanting a recess, this is a good time. It's getting a little tedious, I'm sure.
Everyone can be seated. Ms. Kappelman, you may resume with your examination of the witness.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Adelson, I want to ask you a little bit about your brother, Charlie Adelson. How is he older or younger than you?
I'm the youngest of the 3 children, so both my brothers are older than me.
How much older than you is Charlie?
He's 2.5 years older.
And in the time frame 2013 to 2014, how much time were you spending with Charlie Adelson?
I don't remember spending a lot of time with him. I was in Tallahassee most of the time, and he was in South Florida most of the time.
Did you speak with Charlie regularly during that time?
We did.
What type of lifestyle did your brother have around the time frame 2014 to 2016?
My brother was a single guy. He was dating lots of people. He worked really hard till early in the morning till late at night, sometimes 6 or 7 days a week.
Worked hard, played hard?
Yeah, I think that was kind of his lifestyle.
Did he like nice things?
He did.
Cars?
He liked nice cars. He liked nice food.
Okay. Did you, during the phone conversations you had with your brother during that time, did you talk much about your marital problems?
I mean, to be honest, I don't remember, but I'm sure we talked about it.
Is it fair to say during the year or so leading up to Mr. Markel's murder that your brother did not like him?
I think that's fair to say.
Did your brother joke about hiring a hitman to kill Dan Markel?
He did make that joke.
What was the joke specifically?
Bye, Lolene. You got to do some homework.
Yeah,
She already.
I was trying to chat and tell everybody good night. Yes, it's time for homework.
Bye, Lolene.
Night, Lolene. Love
This is
you.
the part where she referenced herself as a grown-up. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, that was funny.
I turned
I'm
it
a
up.
grown-up. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
barely.
assume so because I'm a grown-up. And she's like, right.
Now I don't do it. For me.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's the boss of me.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Night.
Night, Lolene.
Oh,
Sleep tight.
dun-dun-dun. Man, we're almost halfway through this. We're not gonna make it.
Ruh-roh. And then is the brother after her or before her? The older brother. I saw a teeny bit of him.
No, he was after. He was the end of the day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he's after.
Wait, so I just have one question before you restart. Is the father is she in contact, Wendy in contact with the father, or are they completely estranged?
No, they hugged after court. Who was telling that? Sweet one? Somebody.
No,
Yeah,
Lalaine was.
Oh, Lalaine was, yeah.
but I think that like she hasn't seen him. I think she's trying to like keep her distance.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god. Good show.
Yep.
Run, see how much we can get through tonight. Got about 20 minutes.
My brother had bought me a TV
Yeah.
as a divorce present, and he would make the joke that the TV was cheaper than hiring a hitman.
Did you ever tell Jeffrey Lacasse about that joke?
I may have mentioned that joke to Jeff Lacasse.
Who is that?
Jeff Lacasse was someone that I dated after Danny and I got divorced.
Had he met your parents?
I think he may have met them once, but not in any kind of formal way. Just my parents were visiting and he might have said hi, something like that.
Did your parents express any opinion about him, whether they liked him or not?
I don't remember them really taking notice of him.
Do you remember sending a text back on May 28th of 2014 saying, quote, "My parents are not into him," referring to Jeff?
I don't remember sending that text.
On the morning of the murder, did you have an appointment at your residence on Aqua Ridge?
I did.
What was the nature of that appointment?
I had an appointment with the Geek Squad. There were some vertical lines on the TV. I didn't know if maybe one of my kids had tapped it or touched it, but it wasn't working. And so I had an appointment and they were scheduled to come sometime between 8 and 12.
And was that the TV that was the same TV that your brother joked he got you as a divorce present because
It was.
cheaper than hiring a hitman?
Yes.
And on the morning of the murder, did your mom text you about the TV repair guy being on the way or coming to your house?
She did. I didn't buy the TV, and the TV had an insurance policy that came with the Geek Squad help. So I think they reached out to her first, and then she let me know that they were coming.
The TV was under warranty, right?
I believe so.
But the damage that you had was not covered by the warranty, was it?
I don't think so.
Okay. And do you recall how long the TV repairman was at your house?
I don't. It was a reasonable amount of time, so maybe an hour or so.
And why did it take an hour to determine that the TV couldn't be repaired or was not under warranty?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about AV equipment.
And the TV repair guy, I guess I should ask, were you upset, crying and upset during the time that the TV repairman was there?
I don't think so.
Were you particularly upset about the TV, the fact that the TV couldn't be repaired?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the TV guy, to your recollection, didn't actually do anything. He didn't fix the TV and take it away and bring you a new one.
No. He was trying to fix it. I mean, I think he was trying to assess what the problem was and if it could be fixed, but it wasn't taken away.
The problem was like an impact to the screen, right?
It seemed to be that, yeah.
Did you go to a dinner after the murder of Dan Markel in which you vomited at the table?
It was several weeks until I felt ready to leave my apartment. I was very, very scared.
So that happen?
It did happen.
Okay, and that was in a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm. It was at a restaurant.
Who was present at that dinner?
It was my brother and me.
And where was the dinner?
South
Florida or here?
It was South Florida.
Okay, and you said it was several weeks after the murder?
I believe so.
Had you ever heard Charlie, your brother, refer to that dinner as a celebratory dinner?
Only in previous trials, but never to me personally.
Did you hear him say it the night that you had the dinner or after that?
No.
That you threw up at the celebration?
No.
Do you know Catherine Magdalena?
I met her on 2 occasions.
Okay. Do you have an independent friendship with her, or did you just meet her through your brother?
I just met her through my brother.
Who was she to Charlie?
She was a person that he had dated.
Was she a serious girlfriend?
I didn't think so.
Did you have a lot of girlfriends that kind of came in with?
He had a lot of girlfriends, and they all looked somewhat similar.
I'm going to show you what's... One moment here. Show you what I marked as 35. Do you recognize stakes 35?
I do.
How do you recognize it?
This was a visit. I went to the beach with Catherine and a friend of hers for about an hour.
Catherine Magdalena?
Yes.
All right. And when was this photograph taken?
It was Father's Day weekend of June 2014.
Just about a month before the murder?
Yes.
And was this the first time you'd ever met Catherine Magdalena?
It was the second time. The first time was at a dinner with my brother and with Jeff Lacasse when I was running an alternative spring break. I came down to visit.
Was that the dinner at Yardbird?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back to that. So this was the second meeting?
Yes.
Okay, Judge, move to introduce Stacey at 35. Which one is Catherine Magdalena?
She's on the left with the white top.
Okay, and that's you in the center there?
That's me in the middle.
And this photograph, was it taken near your parents' residence?
It was. Very close.
During that trip, were there any conversations with Catherine Magdalena or your brother or your mother about the murder?
No.
Is Catherine Magdalena the girlfriend that your brother had in this time frame leading up to the murder?
I believe so, but he had multiple girlfriends, so I don't know if she was the only one.
Okay, that's definitely the one that you interacted with the month before.
Yes, ma'am.
Did anything stand out to you about this particular girl as being, the one or special or different from the parade of girlfriends that
No.
Charlie had? Did your brother have girlfriends after this woman, Magdalena?
Yes.
Okay, including, do you remember Whitney?
I do remember Whitney.
And then there was June and Chinda?
Yes, I remember June.
Junko, I think.
I remember Junko.
Okay. Prior to Dan Markel's murder, was this image taken at your trip to South Beach that was most recent before the murder?
No.
So you went down another time between this trip and the murder?
I did. I went down for my dad's birthday.
And when was that?
It would have been, his birthday was on July 5th. And so I was down, I don't remember the exact amount of time, but maybe 7 or 10 days over July 4th and for his birthday, and then went back to Tallahassee.
Did you run into Catherine McDaniel at all on that trip?
I don't think so.
Any discussion with any members of your family about the murder on that trip?
No.
It was your dad's 70th birthday, right?
It was.
And was there a party?
We had a party.
Was that friends, family, both?
It was friends and family.
And I think, is this the trip that we were talking about earlier where your parents had come to Tallahassee to fetch you and take you down south?
Yes.
Was there any discussion on that trip about any other relocation strategies?
I don't have any memory of that.
Like bribing, converting to Christianity, any of those things?
It had been, I think, about a year since
those were first broached.
Right, but I'm just saying by that time it was the summer of 2014. I don't remember any kind of conversation like that.
Okay. Was there any discussion on that trip of the pending motion that included precluding your mom from having unsupervised visits with your boys?
No.
Do you remember the time frame that the repairman was at your house on the morning of the murder?
I remember more or less. I feel like he came, he was supposed to come sometime between 8 and 12, and he came on the early side because I just remember being surprised and trying to get dressed really fast.
Okay, and Dan Markel was killed between 8 and 12, right? We
He
know
was.
that now. Who paid the repairman that came to your house?
I think he was under contract, so I don't have a strong memory of that, but I don't remember paying him. It's possible that I did.
I'm going to ask you a few more questions about Mr. Lacasse. You said you might have mentioned the joke to him about TV's cheaper than a hitman. Did you ever use the term TV as code for the murder in any context?
No.
Did you ever hear your mom do that, other than the recordings in this case?
No.
So she didn't talk to you about the TV?
No.
Did you see Mr. Lacasse? And you said that was somebody that you had been dating around the time of the murder, is that right?
We had broken up just before that week that Danny was killed.
All right. Did you have an occasion to see him on July 13th of 2014? So just about a week before the murder at your residence?
I don't remember him being at my residence, but I do remember seeing him around that time.
Okay. And on July 13th, 2014, do you remember asking to share something in confidence with Mr. Lacasse?
I don't remember doing that.
Did you tell Mr. Lacasse in the context of, if something were to happen to Danny, I could move back to Miami? Did you tell Lacasse that regarding the relocation battle in the summer of 2013, Charlie had, seriously, not as a joke, explored all options to resolve the problem, including hiring a hitman?
I did not have that conversation with Jeff Lacasse.
And I think you said the week before, but wasn't it actually about, I think it was 4 days before the murder, you sent an email to Mr. Lacasse? Do you remember that email, bump in the road?
I remember telling him I didn't want to have contact with him anymore. I don't remember exactly what date I sent it, but whatever date Sunday or Monday of that week would have been around when I sent it.
Does this refresh your memory at all?
It does.
Okay. And so you weren't officially breaking up with him so much as asking for a certain period of time without contact, is that right?
That sounds right.
And then your plan was to reach back out to him and figure things out one way or the other?
I mean, I think I was breaking up with him, but I have a strong aversion to conflict, so this was probably my way of not breaking up with him without breaking up with him.
Okay. And I want to go back to the day of the murder. We know about the TV repairman left about, did you say about 9?
The truth is I don't really remember, but something like 9 or 10.
Definitely before 10 or by 10?
Yes, that's my best memory.
All right, where did you go after the TV? What was the next place you went after the TV repairman left?
So I was home, I think, for a couple of hours first. I was doing a little bit of work. I was talking to some friends. I think I ate breakfast. And then I left probably close to noon or a little bit after noon. I was meeting 2 friends who I would frequently meet on a Friday to have lunch with. And so I went to run a few quick errands and then meet them for lunch.
And on your way to meet the friends, did you have an occasion to go down Trescott?
I was trying to turn down Trescott. That's where I used to turn and take just the road I was used to. But there was yellow tape up. And so when I tried to turn, I couldn't turn. So I made a 3-point turn and kept going on Centerville.
And so you encountered a police roadblock at that location?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't go any further because there was a police car and some yellow tape, right?
Right.
And that was, you were able to see that from the intersection there, or you actually turned onto Trescott?
I tried to turn and then I couldn't go through. So I turned around and kept going.
How far down Trescott did you proceed before you turned around?
Just until the tape.
Okay. Which one of you or your ex-husband had the kids the night before he was killed?
The night before they were with Danny.
All right, so it was his responsibility to take them to preschool that morning?
Yes.
Who was supposed to pick them up from preschool that day?
I was supposed to pick them up.
Had you talked to Dan Markel or your children that morning before you encountered the roadblock?
I hadn't talked to the boys because it would have been, I wouldn't have talked to them, you know, they didn't have cell phones, they were little. So I only would have spoken to them if I had gone to the preschool and seen them, but I didn't do that. So I hadn't talked to the boys. I'm sorry, what was the second part
How
of the question?
about Dan? Did you speak to him that morning?
We didn't. We had plans to talk. We had traded some text messages and emails, and then I called him and he didn't pick up, and that was the last contact.
Did you attempt to call Dan Markel when you encountered the roadblock?
No.
Did you attempt to call your kids' daycare after encountering the roadblock?
No.
Did you notify anyone that you observed the roadblock?
I was talking on the phone at the time, so I may have said to the person I was talking to, oh, I'm trying to drive, but I have to turn around, hold on.
Okay, that's my bad question. Did you attempt to investigate in any way or ask anyone what the roadblock was about?
I wasn't concerned about the roadblock.
Was Mr. Markel scheduled to leave town the day after he was killed?
I don't remember if he was scheduled to leave town on Friday afternoon or on Saturday morning, but I know that he would go to New York every time he had a chance, and I think that was where he was going, but I don't know when he was leaving.
Okay, if you'll take a look at not the binder we've been using, but the other binder, should have your law enforcement interview on the front.
Okay.
And I'll just ask you to review page 159, lines 10 and 11.
Sorry, when he had plans to be out of town, he was leaving on Saturday. So it looks like I knew that he was leaving Saturday.
All right. And you knew he was planning to go to New York?
Yes.
Okay, do you know how, if the killers knew that he was leaving town the next day, do you know how that information got to them?
I don't.
Did your brother Charlie know that information?
I don't know if I don't know if he knew that information.
Did your mother know that information?
My mom usually knew our schedule, so she probably would have known that I was going to have the boys. I don't know if that means she knew he was going to be out of town, but she would have known that I had the boys.
Didn't your mom keep meticulous track of every time that Dan went out of town?
Maybe just in the sense that if Danny was out of town, she thought maybe I needed extra help or something. So yes, probably.
And when that became an issue in the divorce, she was able to send you a record going all the way back to 2010, a couple years of every single date he was out of town. You remember that email?
My mom never switched over to like a Google Calendar, so she would keep very meticulous, like a calendar of all the things she had to do, and so that was just her way of keeping track of everything, not just this, but every part of life.
She's very detail oriented.
Yes.
Even regarding things that aren't necessarily her business, or do you think that Dan's travel plans were somehow her business?
I think only to the extent that it impacted whether I had the boys or whether they were coming to visit or what that looked like.
Okay. Did Mr. Markel leave you a message on the morning of his murder?
He did.
Okay. And did he indicate on that message that he was going to the gym that morning?
He did.
And specifically, did he tell you he'd be at the gym between 9:15 and 10:30?
I don't remember, but that sounds about right.
All right. And would he have given you that much detail because you were planning to try to touch base to talk?
Yeah, we were trying to have a conversation.
And was the conversation something about one of the children's schooling?
It was.
Did you talk to your brother Charlie on the morning of the murder?
I did.
And does an 18-minute conversation at 9:30 a.m. that day sound correct?
It does.
Do you remember the nature of that conversation?
I do. I didn't purchase the TV, so I didn't know how much the TV cost. And so I called him to find out if it made more sense to get the TV repaired or buy a new TV because I didn't know what the delta was there.
Okay. Can you tell the jury one way or the other for sure whether you mentioned Dan Markel's travel plans to Charlie during that 18-minute phone call?
I can't say for sure, but I don't see why I would have brought it up.
Did you have WhatsApp on your phone at that time?
I did.
What is WhatsApp?
WhatsApp is it's a phone service. It's an app that I use when I talk to people who live in other countries. So it's become very popular. I think I had it at the time. I know I certainly have it now. But it's a device to send messages.
During the time frame that we're talking about, which is around the time of the murder, did you communicate with any of your family members through WhatsApp?
I don't remember using WhatsApp unless they were traveling internationally because it's a way of making free calls or free texts when at that time making long distance calls on a regular phone would have been very expensive.
Did you ever communicate with Catherine Magbanua through WhatsApp?
I don't remember ever texting her on any platform.
Did you have any other encrypted platforms on your phone at that time?
At that time, I don't think so. I don't know what existed at that time.
Okay. So after you turned around and did not proceed down Triscott, you went, I think, to the liquor store. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I was invited to stop the bar party for that night for a friend's daughter. And so they asked for a specific type of bourbon. I'm not a bourbon drinker. So I went to the liquor store and I showed them the invitation, which was shaped like the kind of bourbon they wanted us to buy, and asked if they had that. And they did, and I bought it.
All right. And that type of bourbon was bullet bourbon?
That's right.
And do you recall the time of that purchase?
I don't, but I see a receipt here at 12:49.
Okay. And does that fit with your memory? You left the house around, I think you said afternoon, proceeded to the scene, encountered the tape, and then went to the liquor store, right?
I proceeded to drive to the liquor store. I saw tape and turned around. And then I bought the bourbon that they asked for at 12:49. And then I may have gotten gas after that. And then I drove to lunch.
And lunch was where law enforcement came in and encountered you?
That's right.
Okay. And that was where you were having lunch with a couple friends?
That's right.
Did you relocate to South Florida after Mr. Markel's death?
In terms of relocation, I did leave Tallahassee after the funeral, but I took a weekender for both the boys and me and thought I would be back pretty quickly.
Did you come back?
I did come back a few times, but
just to get things though, right?
Not really to get things. I came back a couple of times to give a talk or to do some work. But
okay.
Or
But
to
what I'm interested in is where were you living after the murder?
I wasn't living in Tallahassee.
Did you recall on the trip to South Florida, just within 48 hours of the shooting, getting a call from Craig Isom?
Yes.
Okay, and what happened with that call?
I talked to him for a while. He mentioned that he might want to have DNA samples of the kids. We were already halfway down. We've been in the car for about 4 hours with the boys.
Who's the
And
we in that sentence?
I was with my parents
Okay.
and the kids.
Yep.
We talked, the call broke up, and he never followed up.
Was it like a, you're breaking up?
I told him I was having a hard time hearing.
Oh, were you faking that or was it really breaking up?
I was not faking that.
And did you send your lawyer to him after that, shortly after that?
I told him he could talk to my lawyer. He never followed up.
Were you happy to be out of Tallahassee when you were able to return to South Florida?
No, I was not happy.
Did you send a text message on January 1st of 2016 that's contrary to that?
At that point, it would have been a year and a half after I'd been living somewhere else. So I don't know what text message you're referring to,
but at that point, you were happy to be out of Tallahassee?
It's not a question of happy to be out of Tallahassee. I was trying to build a new life for myself, and I didn't feel safe here anymore.
All right, let's take a look at tab 96, please.
96 in the old one or the new one?
The old one, please.
Okay, I see it, but it says unknown, so I don't know who I'm talking to.
That's not the question. The question is, did you say, so happy I don't live there? And the person says, I bet it's a shithole. Remember that?
I don't remember this, no, but I do see that I said it. I don't know who I'm talking to here. And
would it surprise you to learn you were speaking to your brother, Charlie Adelson?
I don't know if it would surprise me. So, no.
Okay, Judge, may we approach it this time?
Continue with your examination.
Ma'am, did you change your children's names after Dan Martell was killed?
About a year after I did.
In what way did you change their names?
I changed their last name and I changed my older son's middle name.
And you changed their last name from Martell to what?
To mine.
Adelson.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start by asking about this email dated July 3rd, 2014. What is this?
This is the, it looks like an electronic invitation for my dad's 70th birthday.
An Evite, right?
Yes.
And who sent the invitation to you?
Well, it looks like it's through the postmark.
I mean, who sent the party invitation out?
I don't remember if I helped with the Evite or if my mom did it. So I don't know if I sent it to myself or if it's from my mom.
Would you have sent it to yourself?
I'm a little better with tech stuff than my parents, so I might have helped them put together an Evite.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Who does it say is the host of the party?
Oh, my mom's the host. You asked who sent the email and I didn't remember. So my mom is the host of the party for my dad.
And to whom is the party invitation sent?
It's sent to me and my two children.
Okay. And this was sent on July 3rd, 2014, before the murder, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then back up just a little bit here. This email, do you recognize this one? Are you able to read it okay on your screen?
I can read it okay.
All right. Who sent this email?
This is from, it says my mom, but it says Harvey Adelson. So again, I don't know which parent it's from.
Okay. If it was from Harvey Adelson, would he say Lincoln is going to be attending Shabbat with his grandpa, Harvey Adelson?
I mean, it seems more likely somebody else would have written with his grandpa, but I don't know. I kind of write those things sometimes. Like Lincoln will attend something with his mom and say my name. I know it's awkward to say it in the third person, but I don't think it's impossible.
Okay. But this reference to Lincoln Adelson did happen prior to the legal name change, right?
Yes. No, I from the beginning, I was scared when I put them in school. And so I didn't legally change their name until a year after, but I was socially using my name for them.
And did that start as soon as their dad was killed?
No, it started when I had to register them for school.
And your mom helped with the registrations as well, didn't she?
I think I did the registrations myself.
What about here for flag football? Did your mom assist with that?
It looks like she did. There were some after school activities.
Okay. And she registered your child under the last name Adelson, right?
Yes.
Where was Dan Martell buried?
In Toronto.
Were you or your children in attendance at his funeral?
No.
When was the last time you spoke to your mother, Donna Adelson, as we sit here today?
November of 2023.
Okay. And so she hasn't given you any information or advice about how to testify in court, has
No,
she?
ma'am. No.
What about, you did offer testimony in November of 2023 as well, right, on a related case?
Yes,
Okay.
October.
And did your mom, when you spoke to her in November of 2023, offer you any advice or thoughts about how you should act or behave or what you should say in court?
Yes.
She did?
She did.
And what was that?
I can't tell you I remember exactly, but she was hoping I would be supportive of my brother.
Okay. And do you know what her thoughts were afterwards?
I do.
Okay. And what were they?
She was devastated.
She didn't feel you were supportive?
No.
Were you in any way involved in the plot to kill your ex-husband?
No.
Did you maybe know it was going to happen, but not know the details?
I did not know it was going to happen, and I did not know any details.
Did you provide any information, even unknowingly in hindsight, that you think could have been used to assist the murderers?
I don't think so. I didn't provide any information.
What information do you have regarding your mother's involvement in the plot to kill your ex-husband?
I don't have information.
But you do admit that your brother said he looked into hiring a hitman to kill Dan Markel.
I don't. I admit that my brother made a tasteless joke repeatedly about buying me a TV because it was cheaper than hiring a hitman.
But then someone did hire a hitman who did kill Dan Markel, right?
Yes, that happened.
It was part of the plot to kill your ex for you to have plausible deniability or to know very little about it.
I was not involved in any plot to kill Danny.
Were you shielded from the plot because, I don't know, you couldn't be trusted to keep a secret?
I was not involved in any plot to kill Danny.
Why did you tell investigator Eisen in your law enforcement interview that you were worried the police, or you were worried, I guess, in the police car on the way to be interviewed, that you might be considered a suspect?
Because I couldn't think of anything bad going on in his life other than the divorce. And frequently the ex-wife is a suspect.
Were you treated as a suspect?
I was not.
But you mentioned 9 times in your law enforcement interview being a suspect, didn't you?
I did, yes.
When you were approached at the restaurant, you weren't yet told that this was a shooting, were you?
I was not.
You were only told something happened with your ex-husband.
I don't even know if I was told that. I was very scared something happened to my kids, and that's why law enforcement was there, and they wouldn't tell me what was going on.
But they did reassure you that the kids were fine.
They told me that law enforcement officers were with the children, which terrified me because I didn't know why my children would need law enforcement officers.
So you didn't know what this was about at all when you were in the police car?
In the car, they told me.
Okay. In the car, they told you what?
They said, your ex-husband has been shot.
Okay. So that you learned that information prior to getting into the interview room?
Yes.
Do you remember allowing law enforcement to take possession of your computer in that interview?
I told law enforcement to search my phone, search my computer, search my house, search my car. I was trying to be helpful.
Do you remember saying that it was okay for them to take the computer and keep it even though you had work things on there because you didn't think you would be going back to work?
I remember thinking it wasn't important. I couldn't imagine. My life fell apart.
So you didn't go back to work, did you, at FSU?
I did actually go back, not physically present, but I was still on the FSU payroll until December of that year.
Okay. In that interview with law enforcement, did you suggest that your parents are people who may have been angry enough to kill Dan Markel?
I suggested a lot of people who could have been angry enough to kill Danny.
And were some of the people my parents?
Yes.
But you said in the interview that you didn't think they were capable of it, didn't you?
I did.
If your mom wasn't capable of it, did she have anyone that she could enlist to assist her?
I don't know.
What was your first thought when you were asked if anyone might have murdered Dan Markel for your benefit?
I thought maybe a crazed friend or a former student.
That's not what you said, though, is it?
I don't remember exactly what I said first.
You said Charlie, right?
If that's what I said, then you have it there, but I don't remember who I listed first.
Okay, can you at least tell the jury you definitely did say Charlie as one of those people?
I did.
Do you remember saying, if somebody tried to kill my ex-husband, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law?
Yes.
And Eisen says, regardless of who it is, and do you recall your answer?
I do recall my answer.
What was that?
I think I was hoping it wasn't anyone in my family, and so that idea that it was someone in my family gave me pause.
All right, but that wasn't your answer, was it?
That, I mean, I don't remember word for word what I said, but that was my sentiment at the time.
Was your answer for court and counsel, this is law enforcement interview page 122, lines 7 through 12. If somebody tried to kill my ex-husband, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Question, regardless of who it is. Answer, I mean, it would be different if I thought it were my brother. Did you call your mom from the interview room at Tallahassee Police Department?
I did.
And did she answer the phone?
She did.
When she answered, did she advise you that your dad was in the shower?
I don't remember whether my dad was in the shower.
You asked her to sit down. Do you remember that?
I do.
And by asking her to sit down, would that signify to her that this was going to be something serious you were going to reveal or say?
I was concerned about her age, and if she were standing, that she could, hurt herself if she fell down.
Okay. And do you recall that she at that point asked if she could put you on speakerphone?
I don't remember, but that sounds plausible.
What was the purpose of putting the phone on speaker, if you know?
I would be guessing, but so my dad could hear too.
But wasn't dad in the shower, or you don't remember that part?
I don't remember if my dad was in the shower.
Was anyone else there to your knowledge?
I don't think so.
Was Charlie there to your knowledge?
I don't think so.
Did you ask your mom in that telephone conversation to tell Charlie what was going on?
I think I did. I didn't want to make any more phone calls.
And your mom took the news pretty well, didn't she, this phone call?
I wouldn't say she took the news well. I think she was upset.
Did you say something different in your law enforcement interview after you got off the phone with her?
I don't think I did. I don't think I said something like that.
Didn't you say, page 265, line 5 through 6, quote, my mom handled that pretty well?
I may have said that. I can check it. Can you tell me the line again?
Yes, ma'am. Page 265, line 5 and 6.
Yes, that's what I said.
And then page 280, line 22 and 23. Did you also say, well, my parents sounded really surprised, so that's at least a relief?
Yes, I see that here.
No further questions.
Bam. Good place to end it. Good place to end it.
Interesting stuff. That family's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought mine was bad.
So I rearranged the channels in the Discord and cleaned it up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I saw like a new thing.
Yeah, I just
Hey.
rearranged it where it makes more sense.
Oh, okay.
Which is should have been done as they were made, but
It's okay.
yeah.
We're on a learning curve.
Oh, good.
Are you going to make one for this trial?
Yeah. And?
Probably not.
No.
All right. Well, then don't.
Oh, there you have it.
I don't.
You
I
wanted
might.
to bring it to this family, Connor? Of course you do.
Of course he does.
Oh my
Probably
god.
already.
Like a little drama.
It's a
He probably-
reality show. Do you imagine Connor plus the Adelsons? What the fuck that would be?
Ooh.
Do it. In the words of AJ, do it.
Man. Is there?
I think Wendy's single. Watch your six though.
She was.
Kevlar, Connor. Kevlar.
She was till Connor watched this video. He's
Dear-
already in DMs. But anyways, that's fucking it.
Hey, good times.
There's no Turtle Boy, no Karen Reed content. It really struggling
Well,
over
we
here.
gotta make do with what we got, you know? No trial is ever gonna be as crazy as Karen Reed.
This one comes close, I think, though. This is pretty fucking wild. These Adelsons, you know?
Yeah, I mean the story itself is wild, but the trial.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all that good.
There's no like government involvement. That's like the it's Karen was like a unicorn, right? Isn't that what they say? Melanie said, you know, David Giannetti said this trial is a unicorn, you know, and it's just like it's so far reaching, you know, the depth of it is just unbelievable. And it was a cover up, right? So this is pretty straightforward. So yeah, it was, you know, Karen's trial was unique.
Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna play game Turtle Boy tomorrow. We'll see the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. But there are lots of trials, lots of things that we can cover.
Lots of shenanigans about.
Yeah, it's a crazy world, man.
We'll just watch some Turtle Boy hearings. That's what we should do tomorrow. Manly hearing. We started one the other day.
Oh, we can do like what we did yesterday and just like
cool
back and forth.
Yeah, I actually like that. That works for my brain too.
Yeah.
It keeps me like focused, right? Because it's like sometimes it's like you're watching, but then you do get distracted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like watch a little trial, then play a funny video, then watch a little trial, then watch another motion, and you know.
Yeah,
like
you got a good formula going, Danny. Keep us on our toes.
Accidental.
That's how all the best shit happens.
Yeah, I get bored watching some of them. Like, fuck this. We gotta break it up.
Yeah.
But I tried to get as much of that Wendy in as I could each time. It's pretty good.
Yeah. What's your vibe on her?
Oh man,
she's a lying little freak.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
She's up there pretending to be a good person, and we're sitting here reading her text. It's like, I'm gonna unalive you, motherfucker. Oh, I think I said that.
She calls them like 75 different names. It's like that's
STD.
right.
Right.
Whatever. But we'll pregame Turtle Boy tomorrow and then try to catch up on that.
All right.
Maybe the day after.
Sounds good.
Be
Gotta
there
get the watch
square.
hours done. We're almost gonna be done with our watch hours. The end of not this week, maybe the end of next week, we'll have all of our watch hours.
Nice.
Cool. Yippee!
That's hard to do.
Go ChatRats.
3,000 qualifying, but it says qualifying watch hours.
That's awesome.
Qualifying.
Congrats to all of the rats.
Dang, we're not there yet.
We're getting there. We're almost there.
You don't get trophies until you get done.
That's manifestation. Live in your ends.
Well, gotta make it happen.
Yeah, it will.
Got 3-hour streams of nothing, no content. You got to force people to watch it.
If anybody can do it, we can.
Exactly. Right, sweet woman. That's
Actually, puts us at about 5,000 overall watch hours if we were able to combine the two. So we're
Bastards.
not the worst people at it on YouTube anymore. We're not that far away from them, but we're not the worst.
No.
Because Morg showed me. Oh, some of these people will sit around with 4 or 5 people and just drink and do karaoke.
I'm so pissed I missed that.
No idea what people are really doing on here.
Yeah, like anyone can just do whatever.
I said, God
No,
damn.
I'm not joking. There's a guy who
No,
drinks a lot,
hilarious.
does karaoke.
Poor thing.
It's crazy.
Oh,
No,
Kevy Kev's dancing.
it's a black in the dark.
It's iconic.
Like Krusty
It's a thing now.
Snake Eyes. He's just in the dark. Just nothing but his face lit up. It's like drinking beer, doing karaoke.
Thinking people care.
No, because if I wouldn't have been there, there'd have been 3 people there.
Oh my goodness.
But it didn't matter. I don't think if anybody was there.
Right.
Just the feeling of hitting that go live button. It's like,
Well, maybe he has replay followers, who knows. Let's hope for his sake. It was worth it going with the light, with the beer.
sometimes you might want to just let
Doing
them
the whole thing.
let the dog eat dog get them. But it was funny though. It was fun. Morg take you to some weird places.
A little tour.
Mm-hmm. But I can too. There's some weird people on this fucking thing.
You think?
Sure there are.
I'm one.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Rat House, baby. Where the truth ain't quiet, and neither are you. Oh, yeah. Where the ChatRats crew slide in, pull up a seat, crime talk, cold facts, and a jazzy backbeat. We got stories to tell, got some justice to serve. So pour up that coffee or something with a swerve. There's Rat Daddy leading 6'5", a cool. Toys the queen with the sharpest of tools. Dean's cracking jokes, Mary B's got the tea, and Lawleen lays the law down, real boss energy. MJ's got the fire. Gingy's taking names. Cassie's dropping Angel Baby's in the game. The clerk's keeping order, Misty's watching close. Pinky promises, keeps receipts, and she does the most. We're the ChatRats, baby. Worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the Rat House, baby, that's how it goes. Snap, snap. Cherry lights it up. Cherry lights it up, neon glow behind her head. Tombstones drops the facts that awake the dead. Connor's taking notes, Janine's on the clock. Petty the paralegal keeps the court on lock. Sweet woman, sweet, but she'll sting if you like. Calypso keeps it cool, got that island vibe. Prince Lover's in purple, that Texas pride glowing. Sherry's laughing loud while the facts keep flowing. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, ghetto. coming through. Crazy-eyed cheese, oh you better believe. Robo-Rat clicks sparks, gears in his head. Breaking the code till the lies drop dead. Jump, feel the We're the Chat Rats, baby. Worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the Rat House, baby, that's how it goes. Crime solving, cracks. Worlds are stage. That's a fact. Together, we're the Chat Rats crew. We ain't looking back.